Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the United Gamedom Podcast. This is episode 57, I believe, or 56. I actually forget myself. Do you know, Dennis?
Might be 57, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is another sort of monthly-ish episode. Tend to do these sort of monthly-ish now, like the Power Bombcast over on jambomb.com.
It's
So just
56, by the way.
okay,
I just
56. I
checked.
couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Forgot myself, so I did. So welcome. I'm of course one of your hosts, Darren, and with me again, of course, is the Canadian cool guy himself, Denis, Montreal's finest. Hello, Mr. Poirier. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. The week's vacation. We're recording this on a Tuesday afternoon, actually. So, beginning of afternoon over here. On vacation for the week. Took a little week off to relax and, get ready for the PS4 launch. Not really, but
Yes, he's getting ready for not to. He's getting prepared not to buy any of the next gen consoles.
for now, anyway.
For now, yes, he's not. He's gonna be one of those ones. He's not one of those early adopters now. Who's not gonna, buy them and pretty much, regret it perhaps.
hmm
Yeah, but you're probably gonna get them like next spring, I presume.
For the Xbox One, I really do not know, but the PS4 seems like a strong possibility. Probably in March when MLB 14 comes out for next gen consoles. I will definitely check it out. So, then Infamous will be out, and maybe other games that'll be interesting to check out. Killzone probably and stuff like that. So we'll see how it
Destiny
goes.
as well, will probably be out
Destiny, yeah.
sometime in spring as well. So,
Yep.
yep. After basically saying, I'm not gonna get any of them at launch, so I'm just gonna wait as well. I pretty much did a 180 and I pre-ordered a PS4 with Knack and Killzone Shadowfall, and it will hopefully be on my doorstep come the 29th of November. And the reason why I done it because I am not splashing my cash all at once. No, I actually have put on the finance option, which is Shop2 has, which is the retailer I get this from, and I deposit £105 now, and I'll be paying that over the 12 months. So I'll have it paid off, and it of course has interest on top of it though. But I'm only really paying an extra 40 odd pound overall, so it's not
hmm
necessarily that bad. And yep, hopefully I'll get them on my doorstep come 29th of November, and hopefully, and I'll give you probably my thoughts on the next podcast, whenever it may be. It'll probably be sometime late December, probably going through our favorite games of the year. I'll probably give you my thoughts then,
Yep.
unless we decide to do one beforehand. But chances are that will probably be the next one we'll do anyway. So we'll go through our favorite games of the year and shit like that.
Yep.
Um. So yeah, I'll be getting that and I'll give you my thoughts on it, and also just other stuff as well. So anyway, Dennis, what's up with yourself? What's up with your life this since the last time we've spoken to each other here on the podcast? Because I
Uh,
usually speak to him every day on Twitter.
yeah, pretty much. Well, there's been some, I guess, in the internet world, we should say. I'm now I guess, quote unquote, founding member of a website called Freedom Community.
Freedom!
Yes, the Community Gaming Collective, which some friends at the I would say the ex GameSpot Mafia. Uh, Tony, who has not been on the podcast with us before, but he used to hang out with us. Pretty cool guy, pretty fun guy to be around. He asked me one day to join his website and help him to get that thing off the ground. So I have a little experience with a website I used to run back in the day. So I said, okay, I'll jump aboard. I'll help you. And got a couple of other guys, other ex-GameSpot Mafia guys, I guess. Nate Seitz, Art Green, who's been on the podcast twice with us before. Um, James Logan, who has not been on the podcast. I've been trying to get him to be on it, but he has not participated yet. But yeah, we started that website. We've been doing a couple of podcasts on that website also. Been trying to get Darren on, but we do it kind of late, so Darren's not really available at that time. So it's too bad because
Yeah, that's the thing is, he's do it on a Friday night, and I'm at work.
yeah, exactly.
If he's do it if he's did it like during a Saturday when I'm off,
Hmm.
perhaps yeah, but you do it at a time that completely it's completely out of my league to do. So it's I'm at be working at time.
Yeah.
So that I'm working at the time, unless it's during when I'm off for a week, perhaps, which won't be until January.
Hmm.
And I don't know if he'll still be doing the podcast at that point, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Well, we.
These are 3 episodes in now, aren't you? So unfortunately, like I listened to a bit of the first one, and it seemed good. Just seemed like, hey, just back together again. It's like a little wee GameSpot reunion here.
Mhm.
But I haven't listened to any of the others yet. But I should download them and check them out anyway, because hey, it's always nice to hear like from the old gang
Mhm.
from back in the day and seeing what they get up to.
Yeah. First one wasn't. We're getting our training wheels off. We're trying to, get to re-know each other. I don't know if that's a word, but rekindle, the what we had before. But the other 2 episodes, especially the last one that we did, where we had Art on and James and Nate and Tony and myself. That one was pretty good. If I suggest to listen to that one, it's pretty good. We give our opinions on a couple of things too, so that's pretty cool. So been doing that a little bit. Also been doing some community gaming nights for the site. We done one last week for Gears of War 3. Doing one tonight also, which is Tuesday night for Gears of War 3.
But by the time I put this podcast up, it'll probably be tomorrow. It'll
Yeah,
probably be past.
it'll be past, but we do one every Tuesday. So we're back to Gears of War 3 tonight because we didn't decide on another game to play. So hey, whatever. Back to Horde mode in Gears of War. So yeah, we've been doing that also. So trying to get the website off the ground. We have a couple of people listening and actually got a couple of users who sent us some questions. A couple of people from the site sent us some questions, which was pretty cool. So yeah, it's kind of getting off the ground. It's in beta now, so that's pretty cool. See how it goes from here.
Yeah, and I've seen Tony there he actually streamed some Dead Space there
Yep.
on Sunday, I think it was,
Mhm.
or yesterday.
Sunday, I think, yeah.
Sunday, yeah, and I actually watched a bit of it there. So I did, and he said because he never played that game before, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
really? You haven't played this great game?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's streaming it there though, and I think he's are going to be streaming it the thing tonight as well.
Yeah.
Well, like this, by the time it'll be streamed by the time this will come up though, but it's getting streamed on that channel.
Yeah.
Freedom CGC on Twitch.
We always archive everything, so if you want to watch it afterwards, you can do so. So just check out. We have a Twitch channel for the website. So Nate has his channel. He streams regularly. He has a whole lot of followers, and it's pretty cool what he streams. He was playing Half-Life 1 last night because he never played it before, so he got a little bit of shit for that, but
Yeah, I watched him there. Was it last week or the week before? He was playing some GT Online. Actually, it was pretty enjoyable to watch, though.
Yeah.
Just has a really cool, calm voice, though. You could easily sort of listen to him, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fun to watch. So we're getting the site off the ground a little bit. It's in beta now, which we're gonna try to get a couple of more people to follow us and get some stuff done. It's not necessarily like you won't go to the site to get news or if you want to find out the latest news about the PS4 or whatever. It's not the site to go through. It's more
No,
of
there's
a
plenty of other sites for that though anyway. You don't
yeah,
need to go to a small site. Like there's plenty of sites if you're looking for that. There's plenty of sites out there to
yeah,
get your, 411 on the gaming news.
yeah. We're more focused on the community stuff.
Yeah, just like, setting up nights, just like, socializing with each other, which is cool. Because heck, that's one of the things I really miss back in the day because we used to socialize a lot.
Yeah.
So we did.
Back in the day
Like,
when GameSpot wasn't a total piece of garbage like it is today.
yeah, like we commented on each other's blogs, watched each other's videos, like, played Gears of War for 6 months straight.
Pretty much, yeah.
Some of us played, like, other games like Rainbow Six Vegas and, Call of Duty and the like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've been
It's
playing
nice to
Gears of War
say,
for 3 weeks now. Gears of War 3
yeah.
regularly. So,
Yeah. And you probably like you played a bit of you played the campaign and you probably played a bit of the multiplayer and that there when it came out and I was like, yep, that's me done. And now you played a lot of it over the last few weeks now.
yeah, played a lot of Gears of War Horde mode, a little bit of Beast mode also in there. But yeah, I'm thoroughly surprised that there are still people playing this game. 4 years after its release, it's pretty
2
surprising.
years,
It came out 2009, dude. No,
2011.
11. Okay, well, 2 years.
Yeah.
It's still a long time ago. I mean, people are still playing this. It's surprising.
Yeah, like I joined in with these there last week, so I did for about an hour. It was like dead, dead late in the morning here. It was like after 1 or so,
Mhm.
2 o'clock in the morning. I played for an hour or so, and I was like, yeah, just going back and playing with Tony and that there, and yeah, it's really just brought back, some of those great times playing together.
Yeah.
Back in '07 and that there, and it's just yeah,
Yeah, we hope.
it's like I like to do that. I'd like to play. Hopefully, basically saying this now on a Tuesday evening, and hopefully I'll still be up for the thing tonight, which is like 9. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, isn't it?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
So I'll be 2 a.m. my time. So
It's a little late.
hopefully I'll still be up.
Yeah. Catch some sleep before the thing and wake up for.
Yeah, like, cause that's what I actually did last time. No, I just slept for a few hours and then I got up. I was like, yep, I was pretty much right awake. I didn't feel sleepy at all.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're doing that tonight. Don't know for how long we go. Last week was like 2 hours. A little over 2 hours.
That's
So.
cool.
Yeah, it's fun. We're trying to, build back a community that we can get together and talk about games instead of going through GameSpot's stuff or Giant Bomb stuff and their communities and the people that they have there, especially GameSpot, where it's pretty much trolls and idiots and douchebags that are.
Jam Bomb's community is not as bad as I
No.
thought it was.
No.
It's not. It from when it started there though, and some of the thing was like, yeah, they're not that great though. But once you get to know, like sometimes be in a chat for the Bomb in the AM and all that there, and some of them seem like, but they seem a bunch of decent guys. Like
Yeah.
I did cause a completely different opinion of them now than I did back, a few years ago.
Yeah, they're
But yeah.
very legitimately like 10 times better than the GameSpot community could be.
Yeah,
So
there's people in GameSpot that are dead on now, like from the ones back then. But man, just some of the but you go and just look at some of the comments that some users do, and they've probably been there for years. Just such vitriol hate
yeah,
for certain things that happen, especially with the whole GTA 5 review and stuff like that. Fucking the vitriol hate that fucking spewed towards Carolyn Batty.
yeah,
I was just like, jeez Louise, what kind of people are these?
yeah. It's really horrible. It's really, really horrible. Like there's a whole lot of hate going on there, and we do not want that on our site. Like, I'm a moderator, and we have a couple of good guys that are moderators over there. So, don't know if you remember Up in Flames. He used to be on GameSpot also.
I think so.
He used to make pretty good videos. He's on the site. He's a moderator also. So, we keep an eye on people like that, and I'm in the forums like pretty much every day, keeping an eye on stuff. So, I've never been a forum guy, but now I'm in those forums, posting and keeping an eye on people and stuff like that. So it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, I need to. I signed up there now and like joined the OG group and not there
Yeah.
for like set up for community nights and not there. But I need to sort of go in the forums. I haven't actually entered the forums yet though, but I should try to do so and try to stick my head into the situation as well because like I have been part of a few forums though, but
Hmm.
I don't really post as much as I used to in them. Like one of them was gaming centric and another one was not.
Yeah, there's
But
a
yeah.
a bunch of good threads up there.
Mm.
So if you want to join in the conversation, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's getting people back together and doing some stuff. And I gamed with Art Green last night. I think I haven't done that in ages. And we played Gears of War. Like I haven't done that in ages with Art, and it was fun. It's good. It brings us back together and stuff. It's really great. Really enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. That's just great to see, like a little rekindling of like friendships and that there happening again, playing the game. So because like I said, there's a bunch of like it was like what, about 10, 20 of us or so.
Yeah, a good quantity of people.
Yeah, a good quantity of people back then, like when basically playing and talking to each other online and through GameSpot and out there back then. Just great community of people
Yeah,
I got to know.
some of them
Like I
disappeared completely, but that's how life goes, I guess.
Yeah, some of them dropped off the face of the earth though. And I think a few of them dropped off, but other people keep in contact with them though. But for like myself and Dennis, we pretty much have lost contact with them altogether
Hmm.
though. But then there's people we stayed in touch with through Twitter and that there. Like I've stayed in touch with you. I pretty much have never dropped out contact with you.
Yeah, pretty much. Always
Like
been.
we've known each other now 7 years.
Yeah,
So we have, and we pretty much never dropped out of contact whatsoever. But there's other ones I've dropped out of contact with, but then have like sort of gotten to know each other, like contact again through Twitter and that there,
yeah.
which is great.
Rekindle everything together. So it's good. I'm happy that this is happening and that everybody's back together and enjoying stuff. I really am. So yeah. So that's what's been going on. If you guys want to join, it's freedomcgc.com. So if you want to join up, you can sign up there and no fees, no nothing. So just join up and join the
Just
conversation.
don't be a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be an ass, and everything will be fine. So
There's plenty of other places to go for that there, so there is.
yeah, exactly. Plenty of stuff to do on the site. So enjoy other sites also out there. If you want to spew your venom all over, just go to GameSpot. Go in their forums, which is pretty much a cesspool of garbage. So just
Yeah.
go on there, have fun.
Hey, that's why feedback exists.
Exactly, because of the great community. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. What's been going on with you on your side? So.
Nothing much really. Same old shit. Just pre-ordered PS4. Still working. I'm just a very boring person to tell you the truth outside of gaming.
Working and gaming.
Yeah, working and gaming and sleeping and shit like that. There,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, I'm a very boring person. I don't know why you're still friends with me after all these years.
Well, we enjoy pretty much the same stuff. So
Yeah, like we talk about wrestling, which might pop up in this podcast.
somewhere down the line,
Yeah, somewhere down the line we'll talk for 20 minutes for that.
we will talk
About a
about
game.
WWE 2K14. So there you go.
Yeah, of course we'll be playing that because we've both been playing it. You have been playing it more than I have, but
Little bit,
I've
yeah.
played some of it, so I'll give it my thoughts on that. And just sometime later on in the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much. Can't really think of anything else to talk about. That's pretty much all that's been going on in my life. Just working, still at the same job at Sainsbury's. Been there 5 years now, over 5 years.
Damn,
So it
that's
has
good.
been. Starting to get into the Christmas season, which is of course the busy time
Yep.
for retail supermarkets, and I'm in the BWS section, which is the Spoo section, though. You can sort of see how busy it's going to be for good old Darren.
No. So that's right. Is it Thanksgiving this week in the United States? I think it is.
No, it's the last November of
Last week of November.
last Thursday of November.
Okay.
So it's 2 weeks.
Ah, okay.
2 weeks. It's the day. It's day before the PS4 comes out here.
Okay.
20th of November. It's always falls on the last Thursday of November.
It's before the Xbox over here, I think, right? Or at the same
No,
time?
Xbox One comes out 22nd. It comes out the Thursday. It comes out the week before
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then Thanksgiving, and of course the Americans' favorite time of the year, Black Friday.
Yep. All sales everywhere.
Sales go everywhere, and fucking people trample over each other to get a fucking kettle at $2.
Exactly. But it's pretty good.
It's always entertaining to watch videos online about that shit.
It
though.
is. Yeah, it is.
It's like, yeah, good job. It's not like over here.
But we're gonna have some stuff on probably on Steam and elsewhere that we'll be able to buy. You know.
Apparently, I forget who did it though. Apparently, there was a leak about that there to determine what what the actual dates of when those sales start.
Okay.
I forget exactly. I think the autumn sale starts around that time for Steam,
Okay.
and then I think the holiday sale starts around the 20 odd, right near towards the end of December.
Okay.
Which I think it's pretty much the usual case. I just if I actually forget what exact dates are now.
Okay.
But yeah, get out your wallets, people. If you're
Oh yeah.
if you have your PC gaming,
Yep.
get out your wallets.
Get ready.
Then, Brolan, one of former guests in the podcast, is going. Basically, Steam is ripping him dry
Yeah.
because he's every time he sees a fucking new offer. Oh, get this! Oh, get this!
Yep.
Like he's actually gotten a new PC and he's actually just already bought I think he actually already has like 60 odd games or something on his
Yeah.
PC. on his Steam
That's what
account.
happened. Same thing happened to me. When I got my new PC, it was like, oh, now I'm gonna buy everything on Steam. I want everything here.
Yeah, it can either be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Yep. Exactly. By the way, Lost Planet is 50% off today. Lost Planet 3 on Steam.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What price is that?
It is exactly $25, $24.99.
So that's probably £15 here, isn't it?
Could be.
It's actually on sale as well on It's on sale on the Xbox as well.
I'm interested in
Like
getting it. I have a whole lot of games to play these days, but yeah, I kind of want to get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was considering getting it there when it was on during the Capcom sale.
Hmm.
But I was close to getting it though. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother getting it though.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know why, but I'm interested in checking it out though. I heard it's not necessarily great though, but heck, Ross fought Crack, a guy we follow on Twitter, apparently liked it more than BioShock Infinite.
Yeah. Apparently, that's why I want to get it and see how wrong he is. That's what I'm just. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually downloading Burial at Sea right now, so. So, it's been getting mixed reviews, but I loved BioShock Infinite, so I will 100% give this a chance. See how it is. So. But I've been thinking back. I don't know. I've been thinking back to what's it called? Tomb Raider and BioShock, and I don't know which one is the best, honestly. Like I was pro BioShock Infinite, but now I don't know. Maybe
I think I liked Tomb Raider more than BioShock Infinite.
you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really enjoyed Tomb Raider though. I just really enjoyed that game and just like playing through the PC.
It is a marvelous game.
That's pretty much the first game I played through on my new with my new graphics card and out there. So it wasn't. By God, it looked fucking gorgeous.
It is a marvelous game. Yeah.
Like I had the Tress effects on, and like you had it on, but it kept crashing on you, and you had
Yeah.
to turn it off or something. It didn't crash on me once. I had it on, and never crashed on me once.
Okay.
And we have pretty much the same card
Yeah, same
as well,
computer
which is weird.
pretty much. I think I have more
But
memory than you, but it's like the
no, you have 8 gigs, don't you?
yeah, you have 8 gigs also.
Yeah, I have 8 gigs now
Okay.
because I got 2 gigabytes as well.
Okay.
I had 6, but like I added 2 gigs along with the new graphics card there back in March.
You could have six. It's not 4, 8, 16. You could have six.
No, it's like 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, there was 6 gigabytes on this PC when I
Okay.
got it. Yeah,
That's weird. Okay.
really weird. Yes, but that was the case.
Okay.
Cause I know, yeah, it usually is like, yeah, 4, 2, like 2, 4, 8, or like 14, like 16 or whatever. I was like, nope, I got 6 gigabytes when I got this PC
That's
3 years ago.
that's really weird. But anyway, we could debate video games a whole lot, but I really really loved BioShock Infinite. Like the story in that game is absolutely phenomenal. Still think it's in my top two, that's for sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be Tomb Raider or BioShock Infinite. I kind of want to go back and play both of them. See which one actually sticks out a couple of months afterwards. So,
Yeah, I might go back and play BioShock Infinite there maybe towards the end of the year on my PC
mhm,
and see how it is on the PC though, because I actually played it on the 360,
mhm.
so I did. Uh, when I first got it though, so. And I finished it though, and then I pretty much got my graphics card shortly afterwards, and I got a free copy of that game and Tomb Raider. But I already bought Tomb Raider, therefore I gave it to someone
Mhm.
with a code, and he got me. I think he got me a game there not too long ago. I forget what it was. I think he got me Rogue Legacy.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So he did.
That's a good game also. So.
Yeah, hard as hell, but
Yeah.
good game.
Oh yeah. Very hard. So you want to get into the games we've been playing?
Yes, and you go first, my good man.
Okay, well let's start with. I guess we should start with the game that we've both been playing, WWE 2K14, which came out. What was it? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks, two
2
weeks
weeks.
ago this week
Okay.
now. Yeah,
So me and you pretty much really enjoyed WWE 13's Attitude Era mode.
yeah, it was pretty much the best. To me, it was for basically for because of that mode alone. I think it was the best sort of WWE game it's been since Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah, and pretty much universally, people were saying the exact same thing. So
Yeah, but that because of that Attitude Era mode, a lot of people really like that mode. Who grew up, who like watched that era when it happened back in 97, 98, 99,
hmm
2000.
exactly.
And apart from a few little inaccuracies in that mode, there was a few little inaccuracies because I can remember a lot of that stuff.
hmm
But still, it was very well done though.
Yeah, pretty much on the
Um,
spot for pretty much everything. I mean, yeah, there were. I know there are a couple of things that they can't do. Understandable,
yeah,
but
but there was a few little things you couldn't do there. But there was a few other things they could have done, but they just didn't do properly though. But like for the most part, like probably like 95% of that Attitude mode was like pretty accurate, mate, from what I can remember.
hmm And then, well, they got the THQ went out of business, and then the series was picked up by 2K, and 2K published WWE 2K14 this year, which has the 30 years of WrestleMania mode, which is kind of similar to the Attitude Era mode, which you go through. You go through the 30 years of WrestleMania. Each WrestleMania has at least one match that you get to play, that you get to relive, quote unquote, through that match. And for the most part, I think it is really bad, in my opinion. There are not a whole lot of. There are a couple of moments that are pretty cool, like a couple of matches that are really great. That you see, it's oh man, this is great. Yeah, I remember this. This is pretty good. Um, but there are some matches in there. I'm like, oh, what is this? doing here? What is this? Why is this here? Some matches that I'm like WrestleMania 1, they have Big John Studd versus, is it Big John Studd?
Yeah, Big John Studd versus Andre the Giant body slam challenge.
Yeah. And I'm like, why the hell is that there? There were other matches that were much better than that match at WrestleMania 1. I know probably because Mr. T didn't want to give his approval for the tag match. So I'm guessing that's why it's not in there.
Yeah, and then who was Roddy Piper's partner? Paul Orndorff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Paul Orndorff, and Cowboy Bob Orton was at their ringside.
Yeah.
And it was Hogan and Mr. T. And I think there was a special guest referee, if I can't remember. I can't remember who it is.
I think it was Muhammad Ali, wasn't it?
Was it Muhammad Ali? I think so.
I believe it was.
Yeah, I think so. So they probably couldn't get either Mr. T or Muhammad Ali to be pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's Mr. T that pretty much said, no, fuck this, But putting that match at WrestleMania 1 is like, ugh, what? Really? Okay. And then you go on. Well, the other ones, the following ones are pretty good. I mean, the matches that they put, well, King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan in that steel cage. It's like meh, but that was the main event, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What is there another match at WrestleMania 2?
No, just that one.
Just that one. Then you go to 3 naturally.
Yeah, the two matches there definitely got that. That's the right one. That's the right call there.
Those were perfect. Yeah, those are perfect. The perfect matches for 3, which are Randy Savage versus Tito Santana.
No,
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I get those two mixed up all the time. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant for the WWF Championship. So those are perfect. Like really great. Exactly the ones that you want to see.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on. I won't go on for each and every WrestleMania, but
yeah,
it's pretty good. Like I would say from 3 to maybe 8, they're pretty good. The matches that they put there are pretty much the ones that you want to see.
right.
I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, I probably would agree though. I thought one of them actually. I think they should have had the thing match.
The thing
But
match.
the WrestleMania 7. But the thing was, I think the pie cut, and I don't know, like that one. I mentioned this to you on Twitter there. The career-ending match with Randy Macho Man,
Yeah.
Savage, and Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, exactly.
But I think he was the Macho King at the time, and I think Sherry was with him. And I think this is the one where I think he reunited with Elizabeth then as well during that WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was one of the ones I think should have been in it though. But as well, because the fact is, like, hey, there's this, the whole flipping marketing thing with Ultimate Warrior. It's like, oh, he's going to be in the game. You can pre-order him. This is going to be the first sort of time he's going to be in a WWE game in like ages. And yet, all I have him is he only has the one match. It's just the match. Pretty much the match that made him. WrestleMania 6. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I was like, they hyped up the whole Ultimate Warrior. Oh, get the game, Ultimate Warrior. Promoting him like it was at every promotion. He was talking for the game and all that. They made a commercial with him, and all that stuff. And it was like, man, it's Ultimate Warrior. And there's one single match in the entire 30 years of WrestleMania. There is one match, the most important one in my opinion, but still, it's only one match, which is kind of what, okay. And there's like Cena versus Rock is there twice. Like, what the fuck, really? Okay. Like, The Miz versus Cena, really? That's pretty much garbage.
That's the problem, though, with the later WrestleManias. The later WrestleManias, unfortunately, haven't had a lot of great matches. That's the God's honest truth.
Yep.
As the years go on,
Yep.
they haven't had great matches.
I agree.
I think the last I think the last WrestleMania I thought was really good was 21.
Yeah. And still, as you know, we talked about, Kurt Angle is not in the game.
Yeah, because he's in TNA, and that's the fucking main problem with that. Because the fact is, he had some great matches in he had some great matches that one there as well. That should have been in the game, but it couldn't be because he's in TNA.
Yeah, TNA. I mean, if you put Kurt Angle in the game, you have all sorts of matches that you can go. Like him versus Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20. That's one.
Yeah.
That's a good
Like
one.
that would have been much better option than fucking Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, because that was one of the worst matches on that, if not the worst match on that fucking
Yeah, but
pay-per-view.
the way it turns out, though, did you play that match yet?
No, I haven't got to it though.
But the way it turns out, the way they actually do it in the game is really great. The way you get to play as Austin at one point. Just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So
And just stun both of them.
yeah, exactly. So you get to stun both of them, which is awesome. And they actually put in the game that there were, because during that match, it was known that Lesnar was leaving.
Yeah.
So people started screaming at Lesnar and
Yeah, you
suck, and
was it you sold
out,
was it?
yeah.
You suck and all that there, yeah.
So they put that in the game, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much Goldberg's last match as well in
Yeah.
in WWE. And he was only there a year.
Exactly. I never thought they would put that, those chants in the game, but they did, which is pretty cool on their part, I guess. Lesnar probably said, "Okay, go ahead, put it in. It's all right," since he came back and all that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you get further into the game, the matches are really, really, really crappy. They get really, really bad. So I don't know. That's not the mode. Yeah, it's great that they did 30 years of WrestleMania, but go out and get legend contracts for everybody, like they did for Ultimate Warrior. You know what a legend contract is, right?
Yeah. Basically, let him do the rights and that there.
Yeah, you get the rights and you can put them in video games and
Yeah.
packages, and all that stuff. But they don't wrestle. They just do.
Yeah, that's just they're part of promotion, and they're in the merchandise and all that stuff.
Exactly. So just get a legend contract for those guys. Just make him sign a legend contract and tell Angle, look, sign a legend contract so we can use your rights and all that. What's TNA going to do anyway? TNA doesn't have any money, so what the hell they're going to do? Sue WWE?
Yeah, apparently they're in a bit of dire straits at the moment.
Yeah. They're not going to sue WWE. They're going to get eaten alive. So, and WWE is going to end up owning TNA pretty much. So.
Yeah, that could be the case. So I don't know.
They talked about it on the Giant Power Bombcast. They said WWE is actually thinking of buying TNA.
Yeah, the latest one, yeah.
So.
Because I listened to it there Sunday night, so it did.
They're actually thinking of getting in there and buying the rights and all that.
Yeah, because the thing is, if that's the case, so that'll be the great way, because they get Kurt Angle back in WWE.
They get Kurt Angle. They get
in my opinion,
the Hardys, which should have been in the fucking game. They get the Dudleys. You don't have that TLC match from WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, or the Triangle Ladder match from WrestleMania 16 either.
Yep, exactly.
There you go.
Which were phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with the mode overall, though. Some of the matches, yeah, they're cool and all, but it's just the fact is because of some of them are elsewhere and they couldn't get contracts for them or not. It's just yeah, what match are we gonna put in then? That's probably why there's a lot of the matches later on have more matches in the later WrestleManias than they do in the early ones, because they're current superstars, and therefore there's going to be 2 or 3 from those ones rather than there is in the earlier ones.
Yeah.
And some of the earlier WrestleManias had the better matches.
Yep. And I don't think I've seen Eddie Guerrero so far.
He's not in it though. You actually unlock him though.
Yeah, you unlock him.
Yeah.
I don't know why they couldn't put him in a game.
Which is weird. He doesn't have a match at all though.
Yeah. But who did he wrestle at WrestleMania? Kurt
He
Angle.
wrestled. He came in 2000, and had that 6-man tag. And then 17 he faced Test. 18, I don't think he was on the card. 19 he was Los Guerreros triple threat tag team. 20 he faced Angle. 21 he faced Rey Mysterio, which that could have been in it.
Yeah, that could have been in it, of course. And they didn't put it in. Why? I don't know. It's just, I really do not enjoy that mode as much as I did the Attitude Era one. Because Attitude Era, they had a whole lot of people in there that they got rights for pretty much everybody, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and the thing as well, Attitude Era, that's covered a couple of years though, period though, rather than a fucking 30-year period though, as well. Therefore, you're gonna wrestle with some of the same wrestlers again though, but there's like various matches.
Yeah. And there are a whole lot of inaccuracies, like we've talked about, some stuff that, wasn't really...
Yeah, I think seen a lot more so than they did in the previous year.
Yep.
Like, you eliminate Big Show in the Fatal 4-Way match. You have to eliminate him. As Triple H. No.
Yeah. Exactly. It's somebody... Who was it? The Rock who eliminated him?
The Rock eliminated him.
Yeah.
Like, Mick Foley hit him with the chair in the back, and then Rock bottled him for the pin.
Yeah. And you play as Triple H in this one, you have to eliminate everybody, which is not the way it happened. So.
Yeah, he eliminated Foley and the Rock, yeah, sure, but he didn't do the Big Show. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, exactly.
And the end to that there was completely fucking stupid compared to what it actually was.
Exactly.
At the event.
Yep.
Where Stephanie doesn't get rock bottomed into people's elbow. Like, what?
Yeah. I think all the McMahons were at the ringside.
Yeah.
Shane and...
But, like, Shane's gone now. Therefore, I can understand they couldn't have him or anything. But, like...
But I don't understand why Shane wouldn't give his approval. It's his freaking family. Why wouldn't he want to be in the game? That's kind of weird.
I don't know if they ever like contacted him or anything about that. There's like, okay, just like have to go on without this anyway.
Wasn't he there last year? Wasn't he in 13? He was in 13, I think. Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I think he was, didn't he? Because I think he faced. I think so.
He was against X-Pac, I think, one match.
Yeah, WrestleMania 15 was it?
I think so. Yeah.
I check it. Yeah.
I think it was in the game last year. It's kind of surprising he's not in the game this year. It's kind of...
Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I can understand. That's weird then if he wasn't in the game last year, he wasn't in it this year. Because yeah, and like Linda McMahon as well. Like why? Like they could have had the whole McMahon in every corner thing. Like what's that all about? Because heck.
Yeah.
It's strange though.
It's just
a shame though because like it's just if you especially if you grew up, like I said before, if you grew up in that period, you're definitely gonna spot some of those. You're gonna definitely notice what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, Paul Bearer being blonde when he's with the Undertaker.
Yeah, in WrestleMania 11 with Undertaker's like what?
It's kind it's kind of a I don't know. It's kind of like nitpicking at that point, but still, it's kind of.
Like they couldn't have like two different sort of face models for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like one when he was blonde and one he was like black hair and like the sort of makeup he has on him, like the flipping brown the things around his eyes and that there.
Yeah, I think there's like 5 big shows in this game, so
there's like fucking 50 million flipping attires of Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like a different attire for each fucking WrestleMania he was in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like seriously, they look the fucking same.
The NWO Hogan, it's like, geez, Louise, okay, that's enough. That's enough now. And now they're coming out with the NWO pack, and Big Show is in there as the Giant. So I think that's 5 Big Shows in the game. So it's like, Jesus. You have a match with 5 Big Shows. Or Fatal 4-Way with 4 Big Shows.
No, it's just basically, it's just Big Show with a different attire, pretty much. That's what it is. It's not like they're, hey, he takes up 5 slots in the fucking character selection
Yeah,
screen.
exactly.
Like fucking the ones that did last year, because I think that was the case. You thought, hey, there's 3 Triple H's.
Exactly. But yeah, I really don't. There are some great moments. I mean, there are some WrestleManias that are really cool. Like the whole Flair, Shawn Michaels one that I did not too long ago is very well made. Like they did it very well. Um, there are a couple of other
Do they
matches.
have Shawn Michaels' mouth and I love you?
Yeah, they do. He says, "I'm sorry, I love you," and then he super kicks him. So
Yeah. And then it has shows Flair crying at the end as well there.
yeah,
But yeah, they screwed that. Ric Flair screwed that up.
yeah, coming back wrestling again. That's, come on. You're supposed to be retired.
Shawn Michaels hasn't wrestled since he retired.
But there are rumors that he will at WrestleMania. So
Against Daniel Bryan, perhaps,
yeah,
which actually would be a pretty good match to see.
yeah, it would be a pretty good match. But he's retired. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
But anyway, it's wrestling. You never know. Hogan's supposed is rumored to be coming back to WWE. So who knows? Stuff can happen. Angle could probably come back. Who knows? Stuff can always happen in the wrestling. You never
That
know.
would be the only. Yeah, but then again, though, like even if Angle comes back, though, it'd be it's a completely different environment to what it is now when he left.
Yeah, but Angle can wrestle, so he can go
Yeah.
against Daniel Bryan or.
Daniel Bryan, CM Punk.
Yeah,
That'll be great matches.
some guys who can actually wrestle would be
Yeah.
pretty good. So, there's still some room for guys like that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, the game is not as good as it was last year, and I don't know what they're going to do next year. Like they wanted to do the WCW thing, but Corey Ledesma said if I can't get Sting, I'm not going to do it. So
Yeah.
because Sting is pretty much a big part of WCW, so
Yeah. WCW history. Yeah.
you can't do it without Sting. So
Exactly.
I don't know what if they can't get Sting, and if they don't do it, I don't know what they're going to do next year. History of the Royal Rumble? I don't know. Yeah.
They can't really do anything like that now. After going with WrestleMania, though, it'd be hard to be. I'll actually be wondering what their thing's gonna be though, because like last year, like was the whole Attitude Era. Like yeah, that was the era to do
hmm
pretty much, and now they did the WrestleMania though. So in a way, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot though. So what are they gonna do next?
Exactly. Like instead of starting slow, like doing the rock and wrestling era or something like that.
Were they gonna go through different eras now, like the Hulkamania, the new generation, and all that stuff now, or?
I don't know.
Well, but that'll be the main problem. They can't they'll have to get legend contracts up the ass there with a lot of the people that wrestled
Oh yeah.
throughout the years there.
If they want to do
So
something accurate, they have no choice. They're
yeah,
gonna have to get some legend contracts for a whole bunch of people. So I don't know how they're gonna manage that, but and I don't want to. I don't want them to go back to the Road to WrestleMania thing, which was pretty bad.
the first year of that I thought was pretty good, but then it wasn't as good. It just got lazy then.
Yeah. Yep. It just got. I don't know. I'd probably take a career mode where you build up your wrestler and you go through you go to NXT and you train, get a couple of matches, you work like an RPG a little bit, like you get to work on your wrestling skills, your talking skills, your stuff, and then you get called up to OVW, and you go to OVW, and then you work out a little bit there, and then you get called up to WWE, and you do dark matches and stuff like that. That would be great. That would be really awesome if they would do something like that.
Yeah, basically like they do with, other sports games.
Exactly.
Like there be a pro mode kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So, you go through all the motions and everything and you get better and better. And then you can get a contract, you get a shot at the title, and, you try to become the legend and everything. And I think that would be really, really awesome if they would do something like that. That'd be very
Become
interesting.
a legend mode.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. There you go. 2K.
Become a legend mode. But they used that this year, so that's kind of, they say become a legend, which, okay. But yeah, they could use that as a mode, become a legend mode, or become a superstar mode, or something like that. I think that would be cool. That'd be great.
Hmm.
But we'll just have to wait and see. Kind of disappointed in 2K14, but you know, I guess it happens. You get ups and downs, and
Yeah, and I really hope they fix the whole gameplay engine and that there for next time now, because I really need to sort that graphics engine and all that there, the gameplay though, because it's been pretty much the same stuff it has been for absolute years now.
yep. But it will be for next gen next year, so who knows?
Yeah, so really hope this sort their shit out though.
Yep. I really hope they do. But anyway, that's it for I guess for WWE 2K14. Other games I've been playing. Well, I talked about Gears of War 3. Went back to Horde mode. Been playing that for 3 weeks now. Still very enjoyable, very fun. Especially if you got a couple of buddies playing together. It's really great. Really enjoy it. Um, we're thinking of doing Halo Reach campaign pretty soon. Tony, Mike, myself. I don't know if you want in or.
Yeah, I would like to do it though, but the problem is you'd probably do it at a time I can't. It would be
Yeah.
unsuitable for me. That's the fucking shit part of living hours apart, living somewhere like hours apart from
Yeah.
yourselves.
But we have only 4 hours difference now.
No, 5 hours.
Did you go back also?
Yeah, we went back the week before you did.
Okay. Okay. All right. But yeah, I've been playing some of that. What have I been playing actually? So last time we talked.
Well, Beyond Two Souls, we started it the last time because I'm looking
Oh
at
yeah,
what we both finished Beyond Two Souls as well.
that's true. Yeah, we played and finished Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, we just started it pretty much both of us when we talked last time.
Hmm. And what did you think
Uh,
of it? You go ahead.
I really liked it.
You really liked it?
I thought I really enjoyed that game though, and I just the way my sort of playthrough went though. Apart from like maybe one part of it though, I wish it could have done though. But apart from that, the way I went through that game, just couldn't. I just couldn't make it better the way it went though. I just couldn't
Hmm.
put it better myself though. Really,
Okay.
like I just don't know. Like that game's gotten a lot of shit though as well. A lot of people really hate that game.
Yeah.
So they,
Mixed
but
reviews.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
Mixed reviews, pretty much.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people really did hate that game as well. But yeah, I don't know. I just really enjoyed it though. I never played Fahrenheit now or Indigo Prophecy. I never played the first sort of that game now.
Hmm.
I played Heavy Rain, quite liked it now. But I don't know. I think I like this more than Heavy Rain. But there's a lot of people who preferred Heavy Rain to this. But I don't know. I just really enjoyed the whole experience. So overall, like sure there was moments so that were like, this is kind of a bit OTT, but I don't know. I just really enjoyed the experience. So like I think Alan Page did a fantastic job as Jodie
Yeah,
Holmes.
I agree that. Yeah.
William Dafoe was William Dafoe,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think the graphics, so some of the performance, those looked really really good on the PS3, and
Yep. Very.
some of the sort of moments you had, like the set piece moments in that game as well, were pretty cool.
Yep.
The one of the problems I had, I think I did mention this as well when we talked about it in the last episode was it was just hard to figure out which way you have to flick the analog stick.
Yeah.
Like I find that hard sometimes because of the angle you go. Do you have to push this forward or left or right though? And push it this way. Oh, that was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it doesn't really punish you for fucking up though,
No.
because you always get multiple tries.
Yeah.
And I don't think, apart from a few instances in the game, you can actually like fail per se. Like you can get caught when she's getting chased down by the police now, but I don't think there's any sort of parts in the game where you can actually sort of die.
No, I don't think
apart
you
from the
can
last-
die. You can't die in that game.
Yeah, you pretty much can't die though, but there are parts where you sort of the outcome changes depending on how well you do those QTs and all that.
Yeah. Like when you're running away from the wolves and the police in that forest, after you jump off the train.
Yeah.
I watched somebody play it. I think it was Giant Bomb. And the way that it turned out for me was completely different from the way they did it. Like I fell down the wall, I got caught by the police, and I got taken into the car. They didn't get caught. They just, made it out and stole the bike and went away.
Yeah, I got to the town and then like they caught up with her there and then they got away with it. They got away again. That was pretty much my experience as well.
Okay.
I did that thing as well, and
Mm-hmm.
we talked about as well the whole party thing as well,
Yeah.
where you in the last episode as well, where you basically went to town with the kids.
Yeah, but you can push it even further. As I was saying, I saw somebody else play it, and they set the house on fire. And I did not. I didn't
Yeah.
get to that point. I didn't set the house on fire.
You didn't go that far
No.
now.
Like they set the house on fire. I was like, holy crap! I think it was the thing Caroline Petit did with the other two guys. Like they were talking about their experiences.
The spoiler
The
cast.
spoiler cast, yeah. And Carolyn set the house on fire. I was like, okay, well, I didn't go to that extreme, but I did act revenge a little bit on them. But you can go to
Yeah.
extremes and all that. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, but I left. I just said, yep, I'm not gonna do this. I just left, and Vinny did the same, and Jess McDonald, from what she said on Twitter, because I follow her now, she did the same. She just left.
Mm-hmm. No revenge, nothing.
No,
Okay,
we're the pacifists.
man, I just wanted to take revenge on those guys. I was like, fuck these guys. They're gonna pay for what they did. But yeah, you can play out different things, different scenarios, and all that.
Yeah, there's different scenarios where there's certain parts of the game, there's certain characters that you can like die or you could save or like
Mhm.
and that there as well, which I didn't realize till later there was actually one character that actually died on me, but then actually realized you can actually save him.
Who was?
I was like, oh right,
Oh, maybe we shouldn't
It's the-
say it, but I don't know.
yeah, well, okay, well for the next 30 seconds, we're gonna do a spoiler thing here, okay? Just a spoiler warning now for people who haven't played the game yet.
Yeah.
The guy at the Nahavo chapter, the father.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you actually he can go to his room and heal him when he had
Really?
when he hurt his leg. Yeah. I did not. I thought you just had to go and do the whole ritual thing,
Really? Wow.
and then I didn't realize. I realized that I looked it up later. I was like, oh right, you can save him.
Wow, didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Wow.
I was like, oh man, didn't realize that whatsoever.
Mm.
I was one I completely missed though, and pretty much I think saved everyone else that you could.
I knew that you can kill your mom also,
Yeah,
or you can
you can
leave
actually
her
just
alive.
give her like anesthesia or something and kill her.
That's what I did.
And,
I killed her.
No, I just left the room.
I just
Like I just
I
left it
stopped
out.
her suffering. I killed her and I left.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you see, there's different. That's what I like about those games. There's different. The outcome for each person is very different from the other one, which is cool.
And the ending as well. Did you go with Beyond or Life?
I went with life.
I went with Beyond.
You did?
Because I just felt the way my game went though. I was contemplating go with light though, but I went with beyond though.
Mm.
And I actually haven't seen what the life ending is. I haven't even looked at the other endings as
There's
well.
I watched all of them on YouTube, but I went with life, and I went with what's his face, that agent that's with you all the time.
Oh fuck, I forgot his name myself.
The guy that's with you that goes into the thing with you and all that. What's his
Yeah,
face? Like,
his name completely escapes me now.
I went with him.
Shh. Oh man, what the fuck's his name? oh, beyond two soul characters.
We're gonna find that just in a couple of secs here because it kind of bugs me who it is.
Yeah, let's see.
Go in a little bit of dead air, but you get four choices. Is it 4 or 3? You get 3 choices. Either you go with him,
Ryan Clayton, that's his name.
Brian Clayton. Yeah, okay.
Ryan. Not
okay.
Ryan.
So either you go with Ryan, or you can go with the homeless guys, or you can go with the Indian guy in the desert. What was his name again?
I forget his name now.
And or you can go alone, like you can continue your life alone. So
Okay.
you get to choose, and I chose Ryan. So
Yeah, I gotta say I went with Beyond though, so
okay.
I just felt the way my story went though. I just was to choose that option though.
Hmm.
But I was thinking of doing it like, but it's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go with Beyond. But I haven't actually, I say I haven't looked up. But I heard like I listened to that spoiler cast that the GameSpot did though, but I haven't like looked them up though. I haven't looked what the endings actually are like now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So what did you think of it though overall?
Well, I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought that the ending was a little far-fetched. Like it was getting a little like science fiction, too much science fiction, too much, like over-exaggerated a little bit. So
Yeah, kind of went a bit OTT there now.
yeah,
So it did.
exactly. So kind of a little bit too much, like over the top, and too many things happening at the to her and all that. So
Yeah, and that's the thing as well with Danny O'Dwyer. He said he really enjoyed the first three quarters of that game, and then he said, once it's killed it for him then, and I got the what the fuck, the part where you're at the like Middle East, that mission chapter.
hmm
I think that's sort of when it killed it for him.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, that's what.
Which I could say, but I still enjoyed that chapter. But yeah, that chapter was long as well.
Yeah, it didn't kill it completely for me, but still, I don't know. It seemed it didn't fit with the rest of them. The rest of the story. So.
Yeah, I just felt okay. What's she doing this for?
Hmm. Exactly. But yeah, for the most part, it was a very good game. Very good game. Maybe the shooting parts and the stealth parts were not that great, but for the rest, it was pretty good.
They're just easy to do anyway. Like you couldn't really get caught though.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to do, but
Yeah, because there's like one button, boom, there you go, shot.
yeah, but it's a little out of place, I think.
Yeah, it just seemed out of place in this kind of game though.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
But nonetheless, it's a pretty good game. I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
liked it.
it's in my top 10 now anyway though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
This year, like I say, I think I still enjoy. I don't know where I'll be put in position though, but I enjoyed it though. Like I enjoyed it more than GTA 5.
Yeah. I don't know if I would go that far, but yeah, I did enjoy it. I did like it. So, what else? What else have we been playing?
GTA.
Did we play GTA?
We played some GTA Online.
Oh yeah, yeah. Played a little bit of GTA Online. It's okay. It's not great by any means, but it's okay.
It's fine, no, but it's not something I'd go back to again and again and play.
No, I stopped playing that like a couple of weeks ago, so actually,
I
but
just wish there was more co-op stuff, which I think there is if you level up though, but I just wish there was more co-op stuff
mhm.
rather than what there is there.
Yeah, I don't like that you have to go through leveling up and all
No, I wish there was
to
just more
unlock stuff.
co-op or like, yeah, the co-op and like the co-op and like the sort of head-to-head stuff that's not like deathmatch or anything like the go get this vehicle or something. They're fine no, but like it's like
Yeah.
races which are not necessarily the best in those kind of games and
Mhm.
you know team deathmatch is like nah.
Exactly. I don't, it's not that bad, but it's not that great either. Gotta say. What else? What else have I been playing? I played Batman, Arkham Origins. Yeah, played a little bit of that.
Yeah, he played it by getting a copy from his friend.
Yeah, that's the thing. My friend is part of the Steam family sharing beta, so he gave me access to his library. So that's pretty cool. He has over 380 games that I don't have that he has. So that's a whole lot of games. Um, and he bought Batman, so I could play Batman um, without, buying a copy of it. So I played it without buying a copy, which is pretty cool. Um, and it's pretty much Arkham City. Uh, it's pretty much the same thing, except the story changes. Of course, it's a prequel to everything that happened. Um, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing as City or as Asylum. They haven't changed a whole lot of stuff in the combat. Combat's still pretty much the same thing. It's still great, but it's pretty much the same thing. The stealth is the same thing, pretty much. So not a whole lot has changed on that side of the thing. I really enjoyed the story. Story is pretty great, but the gameplay itself, I guess the game itself, gets pretty old pretty fast. So it gets old to do the same thing over and over again. Let's just say that. So it's still a good game, but not. I'm happy I didn't buy it because it's kind of regular, I would say. Not that.
So you basically would say wait on a price drop to get it then.
Wait on a price drop unless you're a huge fan of Batman. Wait on a price drop to get it.
I'll get it when there's a price drop though, because the thing is I haven't finished Arkham Asylum or Arkham City yet. Oh, not Arkham City. I finished Asylum, but I haven't finished City yet.
Okay.
And I might just buy on the PC the Game of the Year edition because it's on the Humble Bundle, so it is.
Mhm.
And if I pay like $4-5, I can get both of them and a bunch of other games. But the problem is the other games that's on there I already have.
Yeah. So that's a bummer, but you know, um, still an okay game. It's still worth playing. Wait for a price drop, maybe a little if you're not a huge fan of Batman. There's a whole lot of stuff to do though. There's still the Riddler stuff to pick up, but he's called Enigma in this one. He's not called.
Yeah, because that's his name, Edward Nygma.
Yeah. So you get to pick up some stuff from him still, and you get the side missions that you get to go fight other characters in the game. So there's a whole lot of stuff to do. But I kind of, when I was done with the story, I was like, okay, that's enough. I kind of don't want to do the side stuff. So it's all. I mean, it's an okay game if you're into that stuff. What else have I been playing? Let me check here. Played the Stanley Parable.
A lot of people raving about that game.
Yeah, getting a whole lot of raving from a whole lot of people. I bought it because the hype and everything. Oh my God, this is a great game, and everybody going nuts about it. I bought it. I enjoyed it. You get to the ending pretty fast, but apparently it's you can have a whole bunch of different endings in the game. So uh,
I believe it's a game where you have to go sort of through numerous times to get like everything there is in the game as well.
yeah, exactly.
Like I think there actually is like you can actually finish it in like a few minutes or something if you just like go through it. But it's one of those games you sort of have to go through numerous times to get all the little intricacies.
Yeah, like the first time I finished it in like 20 minutes. So I was like, okay. But I went through it a second time, and I saw a couple of things that I didn't see the first time. And it kind of takes into account that you've already played it. So it kind of puts you in it's the same story, but kind of puts you in a different situation, if you want.
Hmm.
So, you're Stanley, you're caught in your office, you get out of your office, everybody's gone, you don't know what happened, and you're kind of looking around for them, and all sorts of stuff happens to you. And there's this narrator that, tells your story and all that, and as you do stuff, he says stuff about you, So it's kind of fun. It's fun. It's fun to go through a couple of times to see a couple of different things happen as you do so. I enjoyed it. I played maybe only 2 hours of it.
Did you play the demo?
No, I didn't.
Because I believe I played the demo though, and I believe the demo is pretty much quite different from the actual main game itself.
Really? Okay.
And yeah, like I haven't bought the game yet, but I played the demo though, and it's very interesting though. So I'll get the game down the road anyway, but not at the moment.
Yeah, it's it.
But yeah, I heard good things about it though. It's a very interesting game. It's a very sort of unique game in a way.
It is, yeah. Interesting, unique, weird, all in the same sentence, I guess, for this game.
I did like the narrator though I think the narrator's great though.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Is like the English accent
I-
just really flows in my opinion.
Yeah, I really enjoy him. He's cool. He's really cool. Besides that, I'm waiting to get to the last one because I don't think there's a whole lot more. And I guess last but not least, I should say.
Yes, last
but not least. I did play the Typing of the Dead Overkill. I forgot that one. Sorry.
Oh yeah, which just came out of the blue all of a sudden for up on Steam. It was like, hey, during Halloween week or so, hey, Type of the Dead Overkill's out here. No promotion for it whatsoever. Just
Yep. Pretty much. Hey.
on Steam all of a sudden.
And
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I bought it. I played it. It's tough. It tests your typing skills a whole lot. It's tough, but it's it's a stupid story, and it's meant to be that way. I know, but it's kind of dumb, and it's good. It's dumb. It's a dumb good. Good dumb game. So it's enjoyable. It's fun. It's not very expensive, so if you want to check it out, it's all right.
I was gonna get it though. It was on like half price as well.
Yeah.
I just didn't get it though. But like, the thing is, I was considering getting it. I was like, yeah, but I only played this game earlier this year though on the Wii, the actual version of it, and it's just pretty much the same game, but you type.
There is the House of the Dead.
Yeah, which is the actual House of the Dead is in there as well. But
Yeah.
I already played through that game earlier this year.
And they're gonna unlock co-op, free co-op, sometime at the end of the month. They said so. That's cool.
Yeah, which is it gonna be like local co-op or online co-op or whatever?
I think it's online. I think it's online co-op.
It'll probably be on sale during the holiday season. I'll probably get it then, and
Hmm.
we can play together perhaps.
Yeah, we can try it out together. Yeah, and that's the last game that I have to talk about is The Last of Us, which I got last week. Said I was going to play during my vacation, so I got it last week. Started playing it a little bit. The first 10 minutes are like, oh my god, this is going to be like a really good game. Like the first 10 minutes are very, very, let's say, eventful.
Yep, it's like, yep, that's surprising.
Yeah, it's pretty eventful, pretty emotional also. So
Pretty much shows why the main character in that game is the way he is.
exactly. Yeah. And then I started playing the actual game. Uh, I really don't know how I feel about this game so far. It's like I wanna love it, but I can't because I'm having problems with the whole stealth and lack of bullets and lack of ammo and lack of good weapons and it's kind of you're stuck doing stealth and going through and I always get caught each and every freaking time. I think I did one thing without getting caught. That's pretty much it. I get caught all the time. And I get shot down and, get shot down and have to restart and all that. So I really want to love this game because it looks really, really, really good on the PS3. And, the acting is great.
Yeah, it's a fantastic looking game though on the PS3. Definitely, probably the best looking game on that console this year.
Oh, for sure. And, the story is very good. I like the characters and all that. So what's her name?
Ellie,
Ellie.
fake Ellen Page,
Fake Ellen Page.
Ellen Page lookalike.
Exactly. So I really, I like the acting and all that, but I just can't get into the gameplay. I just can't, wrap my head around the gameplay. It's kind of, I want to, see the story through, but I don't want to play it,
Do you put it on easy?
Yeah, I put it on easy because I kept dying all the time, so I said, fuck it, just gonna put it on easy, and I want to see the story and all that. But even on easy, it's not that easy. It's really not that easy on easy.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from anyway, because there is certain points in that game, especially later on though, which gets pretty tricky. Like there's one point though, that if you do reach that far, would probably annoy you because it annoyed me.
Okay.
It's a bit of a spoiler though, so I can't really say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Uh,
like because it's actually different seasons
okay.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the actual different seasons as well, because it's like I think you start off in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go autumn, and then winter, and then spring.
Okay.
So you do.
So it's a pretty long game then.
Yeah, it's a pretty long. It's like 15 hours.
Okay.
I think I finished in about 15, 16 hours or so. Yeah, it is a pretty long game though. But it goes like through the different seasons, so like you go through these different areas, so go like travel across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So you do. And some of the locations look fucking absolutely wonderful though. Like there's one location in it's like this like university location.
Okay.
Man, it looks fucking gorgeous.
Okay.
When you get to that part, it looks, oh my goodness, it looked gorgeous for me. It's like it's completely fucking barren. There was no one about though. It's just like a complete ghost land. It just something so about it just looks so beautiful. So it did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does look great. It does look pretty fantastic. And there's one point I got to one point yesterday where I just stopped playing. You get you're looking for a guy, and you go through a door, and then you get caught in this thing, and then you're suspended upside down.
Oh yeah.
And you're trying to defend Ellie while she tries to untie you. Good
Right,
God,
yeah.
man! Oh crap! Like I was doing okay until the fucking clickers appeared. I was like,
Yep, the clickers.
okay, I gotta stop just shooting now or something, and then it fucking attacked me for no reason. So I wasn't even making any noise. So I don't know. I'm having problems with the combat in this game. So I don't know. It's kind of ruining the experience for me. So I want to really like this game, but I'm having a problem. I'm having problems to, like having problems liking it. Honestly. So we'll just see how it goes. If I'll stop playing it or if I'll continue on. I don't know. We'll see.
I hope you stick with it though, because I really didn't like the game though. It's not one of my favorites of the year though, but I still think it's a game worth playing through, even though you're probably not having the greatest time with it though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but if you're not gonna, if it's gonna be too much for you though, you can always like sort of, if you want to know what the story is, you can just always look it up though. But just try and persevere.
Yeah.
Is all I could say though, because it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'll try.
So it
I'll
does.
try to. If I can upgrade a couple of weapons, it'll be. I think it'll help a little bit. So.
Yeah, like Derek said on Twitter about getting when you get the bow, upgrade it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the bow yesterday, not too long ago.
Where exactly are you at now?
Well, we're looking for this guy. I think Bill is his name.
Oh yeah, so you're in like the town area
Yeah.
then, is it? Yeah.
And you go across
okay.
the roofs and all that. So.
Yeah. Okay, I know where you're at. That's still pretty early on in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still. I'm not maybe 3 or 4 hours in, something like that.
Hmm.
So. I still have a whole lot of game to play. So. Yeah. But I'll persevere.
It's a pretty interesting section out there one.
Okay. I'll persevere. I'll keep on going and see what's like. I don't want to abandon because the games are really expensive and I don't want to shove that game aside and say I'm done. Just because I died a couple of times. I'll go on. I'll figure out some way to persevere. So we'll see how it goes. I think that's pretty much it for me. What about you? What have you been playing?
I've been a busy boy from what I can see here, finishing games over the last month.
Mm-hmm.
Last night I finished my 50th game of the year.
Damn. That's pretty good.
So yeah, I'll go through the games of thing here though. From one last thing, I finished Mario and Luigi Dream Team Bros on the 3DS, and boy, I absolutely love the Mario and Luigi series though, but I honestly think this is the weakest in the series. It fucking drags.
Mm-hmm.
If you think there's certain games out there that you might play, Dennis, and think, oh man, this goes on forever. This is one of those games.
Okay.
It feels really tense. Like I don't know why. I felt like maybe the other games were probably just as long as this though, but that didn't bother. I just really was enjoying those games if it was as long or not, but they didn't bother me as much as this game, because there's certain points in this game where you have to get these items and then go to this location and then go into this other location and then activate this item. It's like, man, those kind of shit that we expect in other games. It tended to be extended the lifeline of it over the last 10 hours. So this game could have easily got cut maybe 10-15 hours easily, and probably would have liked it more than it did though.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore I think it's the weakest in the series, in my opinion.
Okay.
I still enjoyed it to an extent though, but man, it just got really tiresome towards the end. Like I've had this game since it came. I only finished it there last month because all I really was only really playing at work.
Yeah.
In like 30-minute chunks at a time. Therefore I slowly made my way towards the end. And finally did.
Didn't want to really play it.
Yeah, I guess though. I didn't want to play it too long, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this will be the last time I mention this game for quite some time. But I finished the main story in Final Fantasy XIV Online: A Realm Reborn after God knows how many hours I put into that game.
Yay.
Yeah, it's been I've been playing it since August. Finished it last month there. Basically, it's better part of 2 months. And I probably spent, I don't know, I'll estimate maybe 50 to 100 hours. Between that there, it's a big span, but it's definitely between 50 and 100 hours. Maybe towards the higher end, because I pretty much played this game kind of nearly every day for the like several hours a day for the past 2 months, and it's like, yep, I'm finally done with it though. Like, there's end game content now. There's like these different dungeons and all that there, but I think the enjoyable part of this game is leveling up, accessing new areas, and once you've done that there, and once you've hit the max level and finished the main game, it's like, that's just like, that was it for me. It's like, yeah, I've done what I wanted to do. I got to the end. There's more stuff to do. There's end game content I could do, but it's sort of when the game comes really grind fest, because you have to grind these dungeons to get these certain items to acquire this new gear.
Grind.
And you have to do them like several times over and over again, and it get boring then for me. Because this, like, it was right there towards the end though, like the last level or two, where it's sort of, you know, have to grind a bit though, but for the most part it seemed fine with me. I leveled up pretty fast in certain parts, so and it's like, yep, there wasn't any parts really like it's like, oh man, I'm taking forever in this level, because like there's a lot of quests, a lot of side quests, and a lot of like various different things you do in this game to like level up easily enough. So yeah,
Okay.
I really, really enjoyed this game, and I did not expect that whatsoever, because I played the beta.
Yeah.
It's like, I enjoyed this beta. I'm going to get it anyway. Played it, and I just got really addicted to this game. Like, if up and shoved aside, you know, Tales of Zillia, pretty much for it, and, you know, like I finished Saints Row 4 and all those other games, and like finished like games that came out after it though, but just persevering through this here and stuck with it. I'm glad I did. It got great. I think it got quite good reviews though, from what I've seen. Like, a lot of people really like this game, and I'm one of them. Scoring's done right this time round compared to first time. So yeah, I got a game on Steam a few weeks ago that was on half price sale. A game that a lot of people really liked. A lot of people consider it to be maybe their game of the year. A game that you talked about, I think, I don't know in the last episode, but the episode before, and that is Gone Home.
Oh yeah.
What were your thoughts on that game when you played it, Dennis? Just to refresh my memory.
I really love that game. It's I mean, it's a very good. It's a great experience. It's not really a game per se. Like, it's even less of a game than To the Moon, I would say. Like, really just pick up stuff and find stuff, and it's not really a game, but the experience is really great. Like, going back in time, like a time machine back to the 80s, or the 90s. I'm sorry, the 90s. It's really great. Like, you know, you see all sorts of stuff. Like, you go through videotape collection, you know, Ghostbusters, and, you know, old movies on videotapes and stuff like that. And
TV episodes.
Yeah. It's really, you know, it's a trip down memory lane. It's really great. The story is fantastic. The way it's split, you know, the way it's portrayed, the way it's presented to you is really awesome. And I really, really enjoyed it. I really did not know what would happen in the end, but I'm happy it ended the way it did. But yeah, it's really
yeah, because there was certain parts like towards the end, it's like, oh god, please don't tell me this is actually the way it is. And I was going to get to the end, like, oh please, fucking don't tell me, because man, I was going to be, oh man.
Yeah, when you go up those steps into that special
you go up
room,
those steps,
you're like, oh fuck, what am I going to find here?
What am I going to find? What's it going to be? What the hell happened here?
Yep.
Because like, there's just the story is, of course, like, you're this girl. Caitlin, is it her name?
I think so. Yeah, you come home from
Katie Greenbrier. You come home from a year fucking long sort of European vacation, pretty much, and you come home to your house in Oregon, where no one's about.
Yep.
The family moved in there before after you left.
Yep.
For the year. You come back. No one's about. You left a message, because that's what starts the game.
Yep.
And you get a note on the door saying, "Sorry, I wasn't there," or something, but it's like from your sister,
Mm-hmm.
and then you basically get the door open, and then you go around the house and unravel these different things, get these journal entries from your sister, basically going through her year there and
Yep.
her little experiences, pretty much.
Just exploring the house, basically,
Yeah,
unlocks story, content.
yeah, and like other stuff as well, apart from like the journal entry. So like looking at the different documents and seeing the little wee side stories with like the father and the mother and that there as well.
The
And
grandfather.
so
Yeah.
yeah, no, the uncle.
The uncle, yeah, that's right.
The father's uncle,
Yep.
their great uncle, I believe it was, and as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing as well, like I don't know, like there was actually, I'm not going to spoil it though, but I listened to the spoiler cast that GameSpot did after I played it, and there was one part they talked about in that game that I completely did not get whatsoever, and it was this whole story involving the uncle,
Okay.
which is like what I didn't even notice that existed in that game.
I should listen to that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was like okay, but I didn't get that whatsoever.
Damn.
And apparently was in the game as well. But I think because I think Carol, in fact, she reviewed the game and I think she found out afterwards as well. She didn't get it, but I think she was told it
Okay.
from someone,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I didn't expect that as well. I thought sort of unraveled everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask now, did you get the safe open?
Yes, I did.
And what was in the safe? Was it anything to do with the story? Because I got all the other stuff locked, the locker and the other stuff, because I think those were necessary. But there was one down in the
The basement.
basement.
Yeah, I got it open.
Um,
I got it open.
I didn't get that open. That's
It's
the only thing I didn't unravel pretty much.
it's a part of the story to do with the great uncle and what he was doing to his patients. I don't want to say too much because if people play it,
That's probably the thing I didn't get. Then that's the thing they probably talked about.
okay.
That's the thing they probably talked about.
Well, I
then.
got that then. Okay.
Yeah, so you know what's that
Yeah.
there. So you got that though. No, I didn't get that. Oh, where was that exact? What was the combination? Do you
Oh
remember?
boy, where was it? Good question. Because you need to search a whole lot of stuff. Sometimes you need to open boxes. I think I found it in a box somewhere in the basement where Katie's stuff was. It was like a
Right.
box, and then there was a code inside the box. And you keep it on yourself, and then when you go to the safe, you say, "Hey, this safe." Unlock the safe, and that's where you get the other piece of the story, of the, I guess, side story that happens during that time. Because there's the side story, as you said, with the parents, with their relationship not going so well.
Yeah, with the relationship not going like seems that their relationships falling apart, and like the husband, like he used to be a writer for this, like he wrote these few books which were pretty much unsuccessful,
Yep.
and he's currently doing like written like that he's writing for this magazine at the moment, with he's doing I think reviews or descriptions of these like stereo equipment and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sort of learning from, and like the mother as well, like sort of her job as a what the fuck was it, like a ranger or something along those lines.
A ranger, yeah, forest ranger, and she gets promoted.
Yeah, and then you find out sort of through the letters and stuff you find from then, like what happens through them throughout the year as well, opposed to sort of the main sort of thread of the story, which is with what happens with your sister,
Yeah.
Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, and I just finished that game. I was like, oh man, fuck, I absolutely love this game.
It's wonderful.
I absolutely adored
It's
it.
a wonderful game. It's really great.
Like it just really brought me back. I don't know if I was going to get that sort of feeling from, since this is America really, but like seeing the videotapes and then seeing the flipping like SNES cartridges.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this brings me back.
Yeah. Of course,
Like I
it's
used to do the same thing. Like flipping had like the TV listings, like X Files and that
Yeah.
there. And like even though there's different programs here,
yeah, that was awesome.
like X Files was of course on here as well. But I got that. Like I remember recording films of TV on my in videotapes and during the late 90s as well, recording wrestling pay-per-views and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. It's such a wonderful walk down memory lane at the same time.
Yeah.
You see all sorts of stuff. The SNES cartridges, as you said. Of course, it's not real games because they can't
Yeah, this is
do that.
make these games up, yeah.
But yeah, it's you see it's a SNES and you see the games there and all that. It's really great. I really love that game a whole lot. It's in my top 10 for sure for this year because it's fantastic. It's a fantastic game. That and Brothers to Two Brothers. What is it, Brothers?
Brothers: A Tale of Two
Tale of
Sons,
Two Sons.
which I've still yet to play.
Oh man, you should play that. It's fantastic. It's another great game.
I'll probably finish. I'll probably do it tomorrow or this week because since I'm done with the last game I'll talk about, pretty much.
It's maybe 3 hours, so it's not very long.
Yeah, I'll probably do it this week because I'm done with the sort of game I was focusing playing pretty much over the last week. But I'll get down to that. But yeah, Gone Home, absolutely, really
Highly recommended. Highly recommended.
I got it when it was half price though. It was $7.49 though. I don't know if it's gonna be for anyone. I really did enjoy it though, but I think it is a bit tad overpriced at £15. I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think it is.
I bought it full price. As soon as I saw that quick look, I said, "Yeah, I'm getting this game. I'm buying this." So.
But if you like these kind of experiences, then I'd say go for it though.
Yep. You won't regret it, that's for sure.
Yeah, but still, for people who are curious, though, maybe best wait because I still think like you could finish this game, and if you pretty much know what you're doing, and if you don't look thoroughly around the house now and look at every nook and cranny, you could probably finish this game in like an hour and a half tops.
Yeah, if you just go through the story.
Yeah, but if you want to look through everything, you probably can do like 2 to 3 hours probably.
Yeah.
I think that was probably 2-3 hours for me, so it was.
It's worth looking at everything in the house, though. There's so much stuff and the details and everything is so detailed. Everything you pick up, so many details on everything. It's awesome. It's really great.
Yeah, just even like such mundane objects like a fucking food tin or something.
Yeah, if you go into the fridge, you can pick up the milk cartons and look at the expiring date and all that on the carton. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty well made.
And things I like as well, so sometimes you find an object and then you see a little, like a sort of thing she says, like Katie says, like the text, like when she finds like the condom in the drawer.
Yeah.
She goes, yuck,
Yeah.
or something like that there.
Yeah.
Like literally touches like that make this game quite special.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable. Very good.
I don't think it's going to be for everyone now. Like, there's people out there just don't like this game whatsoever. Don't like this. Just say it's not a game.
Yeah.
What you can say, you can guess it's not really a game per se, though. It's more of like a narrative experience, like, To the Moon and other games like that, as we mentioned before. But, yeah, I really love this. So it's one of my favorite games of this year, anyway.
Yep.
It's
in my top 10 for sure. Probably in my top 5. Because it's really awesome.
Yeah, I think it would probably be my top 5. And like I'm gonna go through the game there.
Yeah, me too.
Sometime towards the end of the year with the developer commentary.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And like I think that's like an hour and a half apparently, which is like that's great. A lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
So I'll be going through that game at the end of the year with the developer commentary. Play through it then. Did you get all the journal entries?
I think I did. I don't really remember, but I think I did.
There's 24. There's 23 main, but there's like a extra like hidden one, which if you don't know, you'd pretty much have to go online to find it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I found 20 or 19, I think, and there's like 23, and I went back into it because it saves at the sort of end of the game at the room, and then I just went back down, and then I just looked online to see where they were, and there were flipping ones that like, how the hell did I miss this? They're the ones in bloody plain sight as well, and I just must have passed them briskly or something, just completely ignored them.
It happens.
Yeah, because I wanted to get them all though, because I wanted to figure out, see what the other ones were, and just like, yeah. And I just really enjoyed this game, just enjoyed the experience. So
It's a pretty fantastic game. I highly recommend it if you're into that type of game. Very highly recommended.
Yep, and on the other side of the spectrum, well, not really the other side of the spectrum, though, but somewhere in the middle now is Sonic Lost World.
Oh yeah, you got that. That's right.
Yeah, I got this. And the really reason I got this game is because, hey, this is Sonic. It looks like Super Mario Galaxy. I'm in. And yeah, I don't know. This game's getting a lot of hate.
Mm-hmm.
Some people I follow on Twitter think this game is absolute shite. Now, I wouldn't go that far now. I don't think it's absolute shit. But it still has the same problems with Sonic games over the last few years. The controls still aren't the best. They still kind of ruin the game a bit overall for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's this homing attack you have, which is kind of broken, because sometimes you jump and it does like the homing attack lock-on thing, and then sometimes you jump and it doesn't activate at all. It's like completely random at times. And especially when you're in tricky situations, it kind of can kill it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I played through the game and finished it. I didn't bother getting you can get all the KS armors and get Super Sonic and that there, but it's like you have to get these 5 like red rings in each level.
Super Sonic.
It's like yeah, I'm not bothering doing that shit though, because it can't be arsed. It's not like, hey, you can go into special levels and get the KS emeralds like you did in the old Sonic games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a decent game. I don't think it's as bad as what some people say it is, though.
Okay.
It's like, oh, it's the worst Sonic game ever, though. Like, I listened to a podcast there on Sunday now, and a guy who's like a Sonic defender said this is the worst Sonic game. I was like, really? Have you played Sonic 06? Have you I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. I don't think it's the worst Sonic game.
Okay.
I think Sonic 06 is much worse than this game. I think Sonic Unleashed is probably worse. And I don't know, Sonic Unleashed, I'm not sure about it now. It might be on par.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. It's a decent game though. I probably shouldn't have bothered buying it now at full price. I probably would best to wait though, but it's a decent enough game. If you like Sonic, probably best waiting the price stop. It'll probably go down in price
Fairly soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think that game made a whole lot of money.
No. It didn't get the best reviews either though, which is not surprising. It's a Sonic game. Yeah. It doesn't get great reviews nowadays. I think Sonic Generations got pretty good to great reviews overall, I think. Maybe a few bad reviews, but I think I got mostly positive stuff. The next game is a complete, and I mean complete rip-off of God of War in nearly every way. Not nearly every way, but in terms of the gameplay, definitely. That's Marlow Briggs and the Mask of Death.
Oh, yeah.
It was on half price there a few weeks ago on Steam, and it wasn't even long after it was out either, and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, shit happens. It was on sale there last week on GMG for £3, and I got it for £6. I could have gotten more money off it, but £6 though, opposed to the 12, so I'm not really complaining that much.
Mm-hmm.
Played through it though. It's actually it's a pretty good game. Like if you like the God of War games, if you like that sort of action hack and slash games, I'd recommend getting it though. It's a pretty good game. As I say, it just basically wants to be God of War so bad. Like you play this guy Marlo Briggs though, and he pretty much dead. He gets killed, and then gets this like big scythe doodah, and this mask follows him,
Mm-hmm.
sort of resurrects him though, and then goes around killing all these enemies and beetles and the like, and these like jungle and factory and ruin environments though, and then there's these certain points that feels very God of War-esque, kind of like the sort of pan wide, going like in the wide shots, like walking in this big area and things like that though. So yeah, I think the guys who developed this liked God of War.
Yeah. Well.
Pretty much is like, yep, I could see why, because God of War, I absolutely love the God of War games, and it's a good one. I check it out though. Wait, if you want to wait on the price drop, it'll probably be on sale during the Christmas holiday season.
Probably, yeah.
So yeah, I recommend you check it out. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I've played a few other games as well. I played Tales of Xillia. I talked about it before though. I got back into it though. Made a few more hours progress though, and still really like that game. But I already talked about that game before. I got another game on Steam called Valdis. What the fuck? Let's see. I have to check it here now. It's let's see. Valdis Story Abyssal City.
What the hell?
Which it came on Steam there like last week or so, and I looked at this game. I was like, this looks pretty cool. It looks like a Metroidvania game, and that's pretty much what it is. It's kind of a Metroidvania style game, and I'm a sucker for those games. So I checked it out and played about 45 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a pretty good game thus far though. Haven't really, as I said, just haven't really played too much of it to give a more thorough impressions though.
Mm-hmm.
I think I played Volgar the Viking as well. I think I got it. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last podcast now, but yeah, I played a bit of it though, and yeah, that game's hard.
Yeah, very.
I bought a few other games. I bought like got Death Spank in that there. I think because it was in the Humble weekly sale, I got it along with other like Death Spank, the Death Spank games and that there, but I haven't played them yet. And I think that's pretty much all in that sort of side of things. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention before. Do you know what Project X Zone is?
I know the name. I can't remember what it exactly is, but name rings a bell.
Okay. It's the 3DS game that has like loads of characters from all sorts of different companies.
Mm-hmm.
Sega, Capcom, Namco,
yep.
and etc.
Mm-hmm.
I have it for rent at the moment through this place called Boomerang Rentals. I think it's a game, I forget. Boomerang Games. Which I should just buy though, and then just cancel that Boomerang rental, because I think I'm gonna buy the game from them, which I can, and just stop play, because I already paid £20 pretty much for this game, because I've had it for that 2 monthly payments.
Okay.
So I'm basically going to be paying £40 if I actually get it now, because it's a £20 to pay.
Okay.
Buy it now. But yeah, I've been playing this at work. So this is my new go-to 3DS game. Problem is though, come next week, it'll be shoved to the side. Because you know what game's coming out next week, Dan.
No, yeah. I know that's a big game for you.
Yep, my most anticipated game of the year since April.
Yep.
Since it was first announced. Zelda Link Between Worlds. I'm definitely getting that bad boy, and I'll be talking about that in probably like sometime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Derek played this game. I don't know if he finished it now, but I know he played it, and I think he enjoyed it though. I'm actually really enjoying this game. It's a isometric sort of tactical tactical light, strategy light RPG. It's not really, but there's like these sort of, I don't know, action mechanics, I guess, because you actually go, you basically a grid-based system, which most like, standard tactical strategy RPGs. Then you fight enemies, but once you fight an enemy, you go into sort of 2D plane kind of, and then you use these button combinations to attack the enemies, and you sort of have to. But then you can call in opponents, partners who are in beside you and on the grid and things like that there now, and sort of try to do as much damage to the enemy as possible before, if they get to destroy them, or if it's a boss character, just try to hit them as much as possible to get them down faster and things like that though. But it's I actually really like it. I'm not really a big fan of strategy / tactical RPGs now, and this is the first one I sort of really gotten into and actually quite liked, so really digging it though. I've already met various characters like Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Pai, Akira from Virtual Fighter, Dante, Devil May Cry, and a few Darkstalkers characters, and a few characters I have no idea who they are. They're probably from games that I never played, and haven't come across my crew yet from Tales of Vesperia. Yuri and Esteliz, haven't experienced them yet. But yeah, I'm actually quite digging it though. It's a good game. And finally, a game I've been playing over the last week and finished last night, and I believe you played it earlier this year, and that is Dead Space 3. Now, what did you think of this game, Dennis, when you played it?
Dead Space 3, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It gets old towards the end, really old and really repetitive towards the end. There's just waves and waves of necromorphs and enemies coming at you at the very end. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good game. Not as good as Dead Space 2, but still good.
I agree with you there. Now, I played this game. I got this for £8 on GMG. Good old GMG strikes again. I do have to download it through Origin now, and I actually signed up finally I downloaded Origin and finally downloaded a few games, because I got a few codes from Origin there a few months ago from Caddy, don't you? He gave me Dead Space and Crisis 2.
Okay. Yeah, he gave me
finally
Burnout Paradise, the ultimate box.
Yeah.
He gave that to me. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, finally I finally just got around to downloading Origin and then download those games, and yeah, Origin's pretty fast.
It is,
I was getting better speeds in it than I was in Steam for the most part though. A few points I was actually getting 9-10 megabits. I was like, wow, this is pretty fast.
Yeah, but I think they have less people on there than Steam does.
Yeah, that's probably the thing as well. It's not as widely populated though, so that's probably one of the reasons.
Yep.
Their servers are better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I downloaded it. I got because GMG had a sale on Dead Space games. They had them at 70% off or 60% off or something. I got Dead Space 2 as well for £3 or something. And I got Dead Space 3 there for £8 after a discount. I think it was £10, but I used a little wee voucher and got it for £8. And yep, I played it through normal, and I actually quite like this game. I actually haven't finished the second one.
Okay.
Which is Steve is really, Darren? You've gone through the second one. You've played through the third one, but not the second.
You weren't too lost when you started playing it?
Yeah, because it gives you sort of previously on Dead Space anyway. Sort of gives you events following up to that. There, it's I sort of know what happened. So anyway, so I wasn't really completely lost. So, fuck, what was I saying? Lost my bloody frame of mind here. But yeah, no, I wasn't really that lost, to be honest though, and got into the game and very much enjoyed it though. But it's not the first time I've done this here, because I've already done it with Crisis earlier this year. Played the first one earlier this year on the 360, and then played the third one. I haven't played the second one yet, which I probably will do on the PC since I downloaded it. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the game though. But I do agree with you though. Like during the later half of that game, it becomes really ridiculous. But the fact is, it seems that they want you to play co-op because of the sort of seemingly endless waves of necromorphs that come your way.
Exactly.
Because especially annoyed me as well. It's like sometimes, hey, I'm fighting necromorphs here, and then 9 times out of 10, you always get attacked from behind, as well. Which really annoyed me.
Yep.
As well, it's like, hey, I'm focusing on these ones in the front though, and then all getting stuck from behind. You have to sort of look everywhere because they may come out from a wall or from the ceiling or something, and it's like really annoying. It got to a point where it just got a bit annoying though, but I still persevered and enjoyed the game though, and parts of it as well is like, you sometimes when the music dies down, when you do an area, you complete a wave, it's like, oh, okay, that's it. The music's died down, that means I'm done with this area. Walk a few paces, music kicks up again, and then more necromorphs come, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Towards the end of the game as well, and that pissed me off big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never played any of that in co-op now, did
you?
Nope.
Never. Oh yeah, I did. Sorry, I did play a little bit with a guy at work. I played maybe 2 or 3 chapters with him. He absolutely hated the game, so he stopped playing. So, but yeah, I did play a couple of 2 or 3 chapters with him. So.
Yeah, I was.
We should do that in co-op, dude. We should play that game in co-op. I still have it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you though if you want to play co-op there, but I assumed it's like, yeah, you're probably not gonna buy it. You're probably not gonna carry it. You probably say, nah, I'm all right. But yeah.
But yeah.
But if you want to play it though, sure.
I wouldn't mind. Maybe not now, but I wouldn't mind playing. I don't think you'd want to go through that game again right now.
No, not now. Yeah, just sort of. Because I actually want to get the DLC because it takes place after the events of Dead Space 3.
It does.
It's like an epilogue, pretty much. But I want to wait till if it goes down and if it goes on sale somewhere now, because it's like £8, and then like, nah. I heard it's not necessarily that great though, but I want to try it out anyway because I want to see what happens. And that final boss was fucking easy as hell.
It is. It was very easy.
I had I had bigger trouble with some of the enemies in the game than the final boss. Like the 2 enemies I hated in that game, I don't know necessarily the names of the enemies though, unfortunately. But it's the the small sort of smallish necromorphs, if they are necromorphs, like the small like humanish ones that sort of fucking run at you. They run in packs. Like the ones if you have to distract them at certain points of the game. If you get caught, they just come at you.
Yeah.
Them ones, and the big fucking sort of ones that charge at you, and if you hit the charge and knock you down, like they're like bulls or something. They're pretty much the 2 in the game that really annoyed me.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I actually quite liked it. It might actually end up being in my top 10 though, because I actually quite enjoyed it a good bit though. But a lot of people, I really liked the first half of that game in space, and some of it down in the Top Atlantis. But it gets to a point where it gets ridiculous though, where like I said before, it feels like they want you to play that in co-op because of the sort of seemingly endless waves of necromorphs that come at you, and like humanish characters as well. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it though. It was a good game, and I'd have to go and play Dead Space 2 now and finish it properly and see if I like it as much as I did
honestly I liked Dead Space 2 more than I did 1, to be quite honest.
But that's it. And yeah, I could see where you're coming from, though. But the thing is, though, I finished Dead Space. I got to a point in Dead Space 2, and I just never got past it. I just don't know. It didn't click with me for some reason. But yet I went through this one. Man, I don't know. No, I don't know. But the things I really like the whole customizable weapon thing now. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I used it a few times, so there was I used to like the shotgun and rocket launcher combination, and then I used this pulse rifle, and then I used like the rivet and stuff, and then I just built this intimidator one, which is great.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the game.
I love that you can't do that in Dead Space 1, you know. You're stuck with the...
Or 2.
Or 2, yeah. But 2 has better weapons than 1. 1 had... I don't think you can really upgrade your weapons in 1. Or can you? I can't remember.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. The thing with 1 is I only ever used the plasma cutter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got
Yeah,
that
that's pretty much the only weapon you need. So, you know. In 2, you end up...
Because it was a good-ass weapon, though.
Yeah.
I only ever used it, though.
In 2, you end up using, you know, different weapons and stuff. So, I don't know. I really enjoyed Dead Space 2. It was really great. The story was awesome. The setting where you go to is awesome also.
The sprawl.
Exactly, yeah. So, I really enjoyed 2. And I don't think there'll be any more Dead Space games, but, you know.
Because I believe, I think 4 got cancelled.
Yeah.
Because of the sales of Dead Space 3 weren't as high as they thought it would be. Which, yeah. I think they should just end it. I don't know what I don't know what happens in the Awakened DLC now, but they should just end it anyway, though, because it just becomes a bit too overkill, though.
We should get that and play that co-op. The Awakened DLC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying earlier, though. Get it, yeah. I don't want to pay it now. I want to wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah, but with Origin, you're gonna wait a while, I think.
Yeah, but you can probably might get it somewhere else, a code for it, cheaper, and then download as well, which I probably will do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing now. So I have.
I forgot to mention some games. One game that we did play together, Path of Exile. We didn't play that for very long.
Oh yeah, for about an hour though, and I don't know about you, but
I really
I'm
don't
not
like
sure
that
about
game.
that game.
I really don't like it at all.
Kevin Van Orv seems to love it.
I don't.
I don't know. Just from what I played of it, it just looks really ugly to me.
It looks ugly. It plays badly. I can't find most of my stuff in there. You know, it's not like...
Yeah, one of the main problems I have with it, the fact is, it doesn't show you the items. You have to sort of fucking wriggle your mouse over little parts fucking numerous times before you say, oh, well, there's an item there.
Like at other games like Diablo or even Van Helsing, you know, it'll glow a little bit or it'll highlight and say, hey, there's something here. You know, so you go and pick it up. In this game, you don't even see it unless you actually put your mouse over it. Oh, there's something here. I'll pick it up.
Yeah. Like, you can kill enemies and say, why are they not dropping anything? And then you realize, oh, they are dropping anything. It's just I can't see them.
Yeah. And it's free to play, which means free to play but buy to win, which I do not like at all. You know, you need to buy inventory space. You need to buy stuff. So, nope. I'd rather pay $40, $50 for a game like Diablo or something like that. And, you know, get all my inventory space and get my stuff that I need, and or level up and get the inventory space in that way instead of paying more money to get it, you know. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's just me.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that game. It looked cool, though, but it's like, I want to see if it's going to be another one that try, because I like to go back to those kind of games, because I really like Diablo and that, and Torchlight too, but like, I'll just play them.
I also played, I forgot to mention, Saints Row 4. I played the DLC, which...
Enter the Dominatrix!
Yep, exactly. And I'm actually very surprised to say that it is pretty good. It's actually a
What?
Yeah, it's a pretty good piece of DLC coming from Saints Row, which had horrible DLC for the third. And this piece of DLC was pretty good. I very much enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. Store
I heard it's really short though. It's like an hour
very
or
short.
so.
Yes, it's very short, but it's not that expensive though. But it's very short. Not a whole lot of combat. Not too much story, but you can't fit everything in 1 hour. But it's still very enjoyable. There are some parts that I laughed out loud, like very out loud. Like the very ending was just had me in tears, pretty much. So yeah, it has its moments. It's really funny. Some moments
It
are
has Zemos in it, so there you go.
Zemos right there. Yeah, that's
That's enough.
automatic 5 stars.
I haven't bought it yet though, but yeah, Zemos.
Zemos is in it.
Why was he not in fucking the main game?
Exactly. Yeah. He's in this DLC, so already
Never had him
that
in
makes it
fucking
awesome.
Johnny, to be
So,
honest.
yeah, it's pretty good. I really recommend it. It's a good piece of DLC for Saints Row 4. And Cook Serve Delicious, I played a little bit of that. Forgot to mention. I'm at 3-star restaurant, and it is fucking hard right now. It is really, really, really tough. Like really, really tough. You need to know your foods. You need to know how to prepare them, because it gets really hard. Like when you start off, you get like 20, 25 customers in your restaurant per day. And I'm getting like 70, 80 customers per day, and it's like nonstop. There's always somebody ordering something. Rush hour, there's like 50 guys in line waiting for stuff. It's like, god damn. It's really hard. It's really tough, but it's a really fun game. Very enjoyable game. Really good.
Yeah, see, like I tried to like demo or something a while back. It's like, oh man, this is like I couldn't fucking figure this game out already though, and I was already like the start of it, and I was like, fuck, if it's gets just progressively worse, like I don't know.
Yeah, it gets very.
It's a cool game though. From what I played of it though, but I don't know. I'll probably get used to it though anyway. I might buy it though when it's on sale.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you get used to it for sure. If you know your foods and how to cook them and all that, you get used to it. It doesn't take too long.
There's it's on the iOS as well, and
Yeah.
PC and that there. So there's a few versions of it those to check out.
It's a good game. I highly recommend it. I have it twice. I bought it twice. I bought it on their site when it was first announced, when Ryan Davis played it. I bought it pretty much instantly and played a little bit of it. And then when it went on Steam, when it got greenlit on Steam, I bought it then also. So very good. I recommend it. Great game. Great game.
Great game indeed.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the games we've been playing.
Yeah, we've played a lot of games over the last month though. We've finished a few.
Yeah. I bought a few that I haven't played yet. So, yeah.
Like what?
Gunpoint. What did I buy? Walking Dead. I want to go back into Walking Dead before Season 2.
Oh, you bought it on PC then?
Yeah, it was like $3, so I got it. So yeah, the entire season. So I'm going to play that before the new Walking Dead rolls around. And
I'm going in just to see what you think of when you get to this episode 3 now and doing that shooting section with the mouse.
yeah, that's right. I'm going to play with keyboard and mouse this time around. So see how that goes. You can play with controller, I think, but
Yeah,
I'll play with.
but I played it with mouse and keyboard as well, and because I remember you and Dark fucking really hating that section on the 360 because of the controls and a good get, and it's like I didn't have that problem. I did the first go with the mouse and keyboard mouse. It was pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, bought a couple of games that I haven't even touched yet, so need to get into that. But nothing really coming out until a while for me anyway, so I have time.
Yeah, you're not you getting it. I don't think there's anything else you're getting this year now, is
No.
there? Like in terms of new releases?
I'm pretty much done, unless something comes out of the blue. I'm pretty much
yeah, because
done.
pretty much the games you were looking forward to have been delayed. Like you were going to get Watch Dogs, it's been delayed. South Park: Stick of Truth,
Yep.
it's been delayed. So yeah,
And I didn't get
can
Call of
understand.
Duty, I didn't get Battlefield, so wait till price drops on Call of Duty, which will be in 2 years from now, but whatever. We'll see.
yeah, and play the play the multiplayer in it, and then probably realize, yep, this is still broken. You're still getting screwed out of kills by cheaters.
Mm-hmm. Still Call of Duty. So.
Yep.
Yep.
But with less stuff than the previous one.
Exactly.
Apparently.
Yep. That's what I heard.
I was thinking of getting it there last week. I was like, oh, I'm thinking of getting this, but reading Jeff's review and get Jump, I was like, yep, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't take that plunge.
Me too. I was about to get it, but I said, nope, gonna hold out. Wait a while.
Yeah, I have a few games I'm looking forward to getting, like Zelda next week. Oh, I can't wait for that game.
Yeah.
PS4 the week after, and there's another game that's coming out that same week as well, but I'm gonna get that for Christmas. Super Mario 3D World, getting that for Christmas, so I could just have something to look forward to for Christmas. So because if I get it as well, it's like, okay, what am I getting for Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone? Because I'll have nothing really to look forward to, so I'm waiting for it for Christmas. So because I'm really looking forward to that game as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it then for me then in terms of new releases.
That's pretty much what you're getting.
Yeah.
What are you buying?
So next, what are you selling?
State of Decay is out on PC though. I kind of want to play that.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is in sale. It's on. Yeah, it's came on PC as well there, which I know Derek quite liked that game.
Yeah, and it's not on
the 360.
It's not in beta anymore. It's out. It's officially out. So, also XCOM Enemy Within, which I kind of want to check out. Want to get back into XCOM a little bit.
I really need to try that game because I never even got past the fucking tutorials and that.
Wow. Okay.
That's how little progress I made in that game.
It's a very good game. Very good game. I recommend it.
It's a lot of people's favorite game of the year last year anyway, so I can see why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after the console releases, there's absolutely nothing in December. It's like nothing at all. It's crazy. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe surprises.
Yeah, the only game that's coming out here in December is the game on the 3DS, Bravely Default, like an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
North America doesn't get it till next year. We get it in December, so that's pretty much the last sort of noteworthy game that we're getting this year.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been South Park though, but it got delayed, like I mentioned. So
yeah,
like Ubisoft delaying games.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess 3 games got delayed there. Watch Dogs: The Crew, which I was really looking forward to as well, and
South Park. Yeah.
South Park, yeah.
Delay of games. Concentrating on Assassin's Creed. So, yeah.
Apparently that game's very good.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty good, yeah. Well, a guy I know at work who got it, who is a big fan, he's playing it right now. And he said he does not like it. It's pretty much the same as it was in the other games. There's a whole lot of tailing guys without being seen things going on.
Oh, yeah.
So he says it's pretty much the same thing, except it's open world and you go on a boat and sail. It's pretty much the same thing. When you go into a mission, it's the same thing. It doesn't change at all. He says I don't see the hype for that game, really. So
I'll get it when it's on sale, though, when it's like 15, 20 pound probably.
yeah, I'll wait until it drops myself. I don't want to get that right away.
Because, like I said, I got really disappointed with 3, though. I was just expecting more from that there game. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that again, Ubisoft.
Not gonna bother, yeah. Yeah, I think that does it for games, unless you want to add something.
Nope, that's pretty much all.
So what should we talk about next?
Well, you watched the film. You seen a film over the weekend, and I actually seen it there a lot of hours ago.
Okay. Thor.
So yes, again, as it came out a few weeks ago, so it did. The sequel to Thor, Thor: The Dark World, came out in the cinema, and yeah, What do you think? What did you think of it? Did you actually see any reviews or the critic scores for it now?
Nothing. I went in completely blind on Saturday. Like my brother-in-law called me out of the blue. You want to go see Thor with the kids? I'm like, okay, sure. So went to see it with them and didn't see any reviews, anything at all. Went in blind, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. Pretty good movie, action-packed from beginning to end, pretty much. So
You seen the first one now, didn't
yeah,
you?
I saw the first one.
Yeah, yeah. If you're expecting something along the same lines of the first one, you're not getting it here
Nope.
because this is a lot more action
Nope.
packed than the first one.
No
Because a
character,
lot
no character development because it's pretty much the same characters, except for the bad guy. It's pretty much the same people in the movie. You know, Natalie
yeah,
Portman and that other girl, the scientist,
Kat
Kat
Dennings.
Dennings, which I find is cuter than Natalie Portman, but you know. And I really like Natalie Portman, just to say. So, and I think she's cuter than her. So, yeah.
I actually have a thing for the woman Sith. You know, Jamie Alexander, the one who's with Thor.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute too.
I find her easy on the eyes.
I don't know. Kat Dennings looks like a, little nerdy girl. You know, I don't know. I kind of have a thing for girls like that. So, it's. I find her really, really cool, really cute, and all that. So, yeah. But aside from that, there's.
Especially just talking about her. The first thing I seen her in was a show with Bob Saget years ago. I forget what it was called though. It was on Nickelodeon.
Bob Saget. Full House?
No, it wasn't Full House. No, it was something else.
With Bob Saget? I don't know. I thought she was only in Full House.
No, I'll check the show here, but I know it was a show with him in it now. It was like I think it was only like it only ran for like a season or two. I
Okay.
think it was anyway. Bear with us, folks, once again. La 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 la.
By the way, if you hear a phone ringing, that's not a phone. That's not a phone ringing. It's my text message.
Oh yeah, okay.
My text message.
Raising Dad. That's what
Raising
it was
Dad.
called.
Oh boy. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that didn't last too long though.
Yeah, it lasts one season, 22
Wow.
episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first. That's the first thing I ever seen her in.
Okay.
So it was,
But she's cute.
and
But
yeah,
the
Bob Saget and her were like the main characters.
yeah. But the movie is going back to the movie itself. I thought it
Yeah,
was.
sorry.
I thought it was really, really good. Really good movie. Better than Iron Man 3, in my opinion. Funnier.
Yeah.
Better.
Like I enjoyed Iron Man 3. I know Derek hated it though, but like after watching it, it's like
I
yeah.
enjoyed it.
I actually got a like Avengers feeling though from this though, because it's felt like a lot of action-packed scenes and that there.
Mhm.
And
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's more the whole Thor thing is funnier. You know, when he comes into the house and he hangs his hammer on the rack there, the coat rack, and when he gets in the car, he's like all crunched up in the car, and he asks about the other guy, and she's like, "Really? We're gonna go through that now or something?"
yeah, there's some little wee sort of wee chuckle moments in that film, though, so there is anyway.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of kind of like a bit like from the Avengers, not there, and like it's sort of Josh Whedon-ish though, even though he wasn't anywhere part of this
Mhm.
here.
And Loki
But
is just phenomenal. The guy who plays him,
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston, just a phenomenal performance. I really love Loki in these movies. Like, his performance is awesome. It's really awesome. Really enjoy Loki.
I just gonna say, not without spoiling the ending now, but did you see the ending coming?
Not at all. No.
I had an inkling though when when something happens in it though, and then when you see the soldier talking to Odin,
Mhm.
I had an inkling. I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, "Sir, there's something wrong here," but I didn't know it was him.
And then, like, what you sort of find out then, what happens at the end is like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's the third one set up.
Which will happen in 3 years, probably.
Yeah, 2016, probably the year after Avengers 2.
Yeah, because I don't think we'll see Loki in Avengers 2. I highly doubt it. I don't think it'll be.
No, I don't think, no. Because I think they're taking this Age of Ultron story with
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Avengers 2.
Mm-hmm.
And when is Thing coming out next year now?
Captain America.
Captain America.
Is it May? I think I saw May at the
And
theaters.
it's not the same month. Is this not when Thing comes out as well?
Which one?
X-Men, even though X-Men's like in a different sort of universe.
It's still Marvel.
No,
but,
April
yeah.
April 4th,
April 4th. Okay.
2014.
Okay, that's pretty early. When
Yeah,
does
so it's
X-Men
pretty much-
come out?
I think it comes out in May.
Man, okay.
It is a feature pass.
And there's no Hulk next year, so
No, because you usually just go with the May 23rd,
okay. So that's
2014. So
two Marvel
so that's like
movies.
two Marvel movies in like a month apart.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's weird.
Yeah, because even though I think it's like different studios, like Fox Fox does the X-Men films.
Yep.
And like a Marvel or whatever, or studio or whatever it is, does the Captain America and Thor and that universe.
And
But it's like usually the two Marvel movies a year though, because they did it this year with Iron Man and Thor. They did it 2011 with Thor and Captain America.
Mm-hmm. And isn't Spider-Man coming out next year?
Actually, that's right. It's 3 fucking Marvel films actually.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is coming out next year. So, yeah, a whole lot of Marvel. Marvel's happening. And you'll have, well...
Actually, no. Forget it. 3 came out this year of Marvel as well. The Wolverine.
The Wolverine, yeah, that's right. Which didn't get a whole lot of success. Didn't really do great. Haven't seen it yet. I was meaning to watch some movies this week, but it hasn't panned out really well so far. So there's a whole lot of movies I haven't seen, so or that I want to watch again. So
I think Thing's out this week now here. I think it
Superman.
might have been out last week for yous in DVD and Blu-rays Pacific Rim,
Yeah.
which I'll probably rent because I haven't seen it yet either. I was meant to go see that in the cinema, but never got around to it.
Man of Steel is out today here. So
Oh, that's out as
Yeah.
well. Okay, I don't know if it's out here yet or not though, but
the Man of Steel, which wasn't that great.
you did see that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't fantastic in my opinion. I know Derek loved that, but wasn't really great in my opinion. But I'll watch it again. Maybe change my mind on that.
Yeah, I'll probably rent it myself and see how it is though, because actually the thing is that I've never seen a Superman film.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah,
So
Thor: The Last World, the Dark World, rather. It's good. I recommend it. See it. It's funny.
yeah, I
Not too
really did enjoy it though. Like the story was quite interesting, I guess. The Aether,
bad. Yeah.
and I didn't realize who the guy who played the villain was until the end when I seen the credits. I was like, oh, that's Christopher Eccleston.
Yep.
It's like, jeez. But I pretty much knew who the other ones were because, like Idris Elba was the Helder and all the other guys because they were pretty much the same characters in the first one. Yep, actually very good film. If you like your sort of, big explosions, big like action-packed films.
Big budget hero, epic movies. That's pretty much it. It's great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I think, me and you really enjoyed it. Derek really liked it as well, and a few other people I've seen on my Twitter feed went to see it and really liked it as well. So, seems to be good consensus.
Recommended.
Good feedback for it, yeah.
Recommended. So yeah, I think that's it. I forgot that I have a doctor's appointment in a little while, so I need to jet. I'm getting a a cold, well, not a cold, but a vaccine for the flu, influenza vaccine.
Okie
So I
dokie.
have to get that every year because of my condition. If I get, pretty bad cold, it could be dangerous. So I have to go get a flu vaccine. And it's today, and I have to go before 5. So I have to. It doesn't take too long. It's like 5 minutes, but, in and
Yeah,
out.
actually, you better get going now because it's
It's 3:22, 3:23, so.
Oh yeah, so yeah. All I was gonna mention was as well is that I got the Hobbit extended edition
Yeah, I
Blu-ray.
saw your tweet.
If you've seen on my
Mhm.
Twitter, yeah. I think the sole reason why I got it was because of the extras in the Blu-ray.
I still haven't seen
Because
that. Still haven't seen that movie yet.
you still haven't seen the
No.
Hobbit? No. Speaking of the Hobbit, though, I posted on Twitter earlier as well. Before Thor: The Dark World came on, there was a trailer. There was only one trailer though, and it was for the Hobbit. I was like, oh, I just seen a star. I was like, oh, that's going to be the Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug. Nope. It was for the Unexpected Journey, the film that came out last year, and it also had coming soon at the end of it.
Okay, they screwed up there.
And I was like, someone fucked up here. Would have posted a fucking trailer for a film that came out last year, and it's already out now on Blu-ray and DVD, and the extended edition came out in Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah, that's a
Like, really?
mistake. But I saw the second Hobbit movie trailer, and I saw Captain America when I went to see the movie. So
Right. So yeah, you got the right one.
yeah, I got the right trailer. So I still have to
So,
watch
yeah.
The Hobbit. I haven't watched it yet.
It's good, but it's not like it didn't hook me as much as with Fellowship of the Ring did though
Mhm.
when I first saw it. It's good though, but it has its problems.
Gandalf saving
think-
the
I think- I
hobbits all the time.
Yeah, Gandalf saving the hobbits and the hobbit and the hobbit and dwarves like 50 times.
Mhm.
I was like, jeez. They should have a. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go see the second film in the cinema and just basically should have a little counter times the gang saved by Gandalf in the corner.
Yeah,
And then one other times have just like clink ding one
Yeah.
ding two.
exactly.
Like the yawn counter in the jam ball.
Yeah,
Up in Extra Life. Marathon.
yeah. I saw that. And Jeff
Yeah, but
Jeff actually falls
God.
asleep at one point.
yeah, during I think it was Drew doing the whole simulation thing,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
That's when he fell asleep. I don't blame him. I would have.
Because I watched that best of
hmm
Quick Look, and it showed you him and had like the lullaby. Dee, dee, dee.
Then he just wakes up and.
Alexis goes like, "Hi Jeff."
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting back to that. Yeah, Hobbit. Yeah, I'll be going to see it though. Yeah, you should check it out anyway. It's worth watching though, but it's probably a bit too long though.
hmm
For what the film is. But like I still think it's a good film though. And I haven't watched the extended edition yet though. Just got stuck into the extra stuff, the documentary stuff,
Okay.
because that's the real meat of that's the reason why I got the extended edition Blu-ray, because I love that stuff in Lord of the Rings, and I've watched like the first 2-3 hours of it thus far here, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So yeah. So anyway, I think I'll do for now. Just sort of talked about a lot of games, a lot of game talk this episode.
A lot of games.
Yeah. Well, the next time we'll probably do one, like we said, will probably be at the end of the year, at the end of December, so around that time.
End of the year discussion.
Yeah, end of the year discussion. We'll probably go through briefly maybe some of the games we've been playing though over the last month then, but we'll try to focus on mainly sort of our favourite games of the year. We're not going to have the extravaganza like we did last time. We'll go through each category. We're not going to go through that
Yeah,
now
I don't want to
because
really
it's
do
just the
that.
two of us. We're just going to go through some of our favorite games of the
Yep.
year and some of our not so favorite,
Perhaps. Yeah.
So anyway, thank you, Dennis, again for sticking with me for 2 hours.
Yeah, 2.5. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have to get some editing to do here, unfortunately, because I got interrupted twice.
That's all right.
So that's gonna be hard trying to fucking find them now. But like I'll probably find them out here with the little chunks here. But I'll have to listen to this again, perhaps waste another 2.5 hours, listen to it and trying to find where the bloody points are. We'll probably figure it out to figure them out anyway. So, but anyway, thank you all. You can follow us on Twitter at United Gamedom. We just post a new episodes there. You can follow myself on Twitter. I am DowM85.
I am DBoyDen on Twitter.
You can also follow Dennis. You stream sometimes. You haven't streamed as much as you tend to do now, don't you?
Yeah, no, not a whole lot, not a whole lot to stream. But yeah, I should get back into that because Tony's been hassling me to go back to streaming, so we can put it on the site. So yeah, I'll probably go back into it. Was thinking of doing a Let's Play of Deadly Premonition, getting it on PC and going through that. So we'll see how it goes. Might do that.
Yeah, but you realise there's no controller support with it?
Yeah, I'll play
apparently?
with the mouse.
But I think there might be but like there's someone guy, like the guy who did the whole Dark Souls fix for the mods with the resolution and that. I think he did it the same with Deadly Premonition. I don't know if he added like controller support or anything though, but you should just look out anyway and see.
Yeah, I'll check
what
it
there
out.
is.
I'll check that out. So yeah, you can follow me, I guess, on Twitch, DBoyDenis, if you want to, DENIS, and on Twitter, Sith Neo Jedi. Not on Twitter, on on YouTube, Sith Neo Jedi. If you want to check out my videos that I put on there.
Yeah, I have a Twitch channel, but I never use it, so don't know why I have it. I never stream. I should start streaming though, and
Stream some stuff.
so I should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do do like gameplay videos though with the OBS software, but that's pretty much it. But I should start streaming stuff. But anyway, thank you all for listening, and we'll see you probably next month for our end of year discussion. Goodbye.
Bye bye.